Neck injury, no neck injury. I don't see Peyton Manning in the NFL at 43. That's just me. And I think y'all agree, but you won't say it because you want to argue for Peyton.
No, I don't. I don't want to argue for points. I mean, and when we get to that point later, I'll tell you the truth, what I really think. But I feel like when it comes to injuries, you can't say what somebody would or wouldn't do if they injuries is involved.
Well, I get that, but I'm only saying that because we don't know no other 43-year-old quarterback that's ever played like this ever in life. And I don't think that.
Well, and me and you have a difference of opinion in that because I still think that he's played just okay.
Brady?
Yeah. Well, he just played okay.
I think he did what he's supposed to do.
I think he just played okay.
I don't think so.
That's okay.
I think he was good.
It's okay to be okay.
It is okay to be okay.
Yeah, he just played. He hadn't lost the games for him, but he just played okay. That's it. That's all.
Being okay I take being okay at 43.
I take being great, nigga, because
that's great.
Nigga, I piss greatness. Nigga, I piss greatness, nigga.
I'm just the best
I wake up
there
every
is.
morning, nigga, to be great, nigga. I don't wake up to be average, nigga. I wake up to be great.
So you wake up to be Tom Brady every morning. I
Who you, Brady? Brady.
Be Brady, nigga.
Brady.
Tell you, B.
What the nigga? Brady. No, nigga, I wake up to be great every morning.
Dummy.
I don't wake up to be average.
Wake up and be Brady. Not
I'm just going to be honest. I'm just the best there is. I mean, I wake up in the morning to piss excellence. That shit was so funny, boy.
Piss excellence, shit extraordinary. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Niggas did that shit with a straight face.
Hey, he was so straight faced with it. But where'd I get that shit from? I don't even know where I got it from.
It comes from Talladega Nights.
Did it?
Will Ferrell said that shit.
Did he?
And he just remembered that shit word for word.
And
that shit was in perfect time.
Is that where it came from?
Yeah.
Talladega Nights. That's crazy that you remember that movie like that.
Man, that shit funny.
Todd remember everything.
That shit funny.
If somebody gonna remember something, it's gonna be Todd.
Off a movie.
That nigga remember. I don't remember nothing from Talladega Nights other than the bunk beds.
No, man. You got it. If you're not,
and I think that might have been Step Brothers. I don't even know. I remember that.
See that?
But I didn't remember unless I heard it. You know? I had to hear it. You know, I didn't remember it on my own.
Here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stock.
I'm Todd.
And I'm Hootie, nigga. Todd forgot his name.
Nah. I knew what he was waiting on.
Like, what my boy? My boy ain't gonna say his name.
But we back like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode 118. Yes, 118 episodes. Yes. I'm feeling good, feeling great, man. In here recording this Saturday, February the 6th. We recording on a Saturday, late night, look different scenery. Had to switch the studio this week. Just a 1 week thing, hopefully, and then we'll be back, in our home camp. As always, shouts out to all our people on the front lines that's doing everything they can to keep people safe during the pandemic, as well as, like we said, the people on the front lines who are less mentioned, but just as important. The bus drivers, mail people, anybody, man, who's still, like we said, going to work, man, through this pandemic, doing everything they need to do to get us from point A, point B. Appreciate y'all. We did see a glimmer of hope this week. Numbers across the country are down everywhere. So they saying that holiday rush is down, but there's no time to let up. If you're going to get your vaccine, go get it. Once you're eligible, because it's still by priority. Wash your hands, wear your mask. Where you at with it, Hoop?
I did see that's amazing, man. I love to see that shit, and I'm glad that numbers are going down. I pray for that shit on a daily and hope it continues to go that way. But what they said is the reason for the spike was holidays. We got another holiday coming up that they say we might see another spike for is Valentine's Day. So don't let that be a spike, man. I get it, it's Valentine's. I don't think it'll be like
I was about to say, I don't think Valentine's gonna be like Thanksgiving.
The Super Bowl gonna definitely
the Super Bowl as well. Super Bowl party.
I still don't think it's gonna be like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those are big holidays.
Yeah, those I think
New Year's is a big holiday.
Super Bowl might be the next big holiday after those two.
Yeah, but
like party wise and fun wise,
still don't.
Like
I mean, it'll spike, but I don't see it being like those.
No, I don't think it'll go. Hopefully, even if it does go up a little bit, I think we on that path and that right trend that it does go.
Yeah, so folks ain't flying cross country to go watch the Super Bowl with their family.
Some do.
Not like you doing on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right.
Man.
This is true.
Yeah. I forgot what the fuck I was at. But shout out to Christina, because like when we was talking about to those frontline workers. So Des, make sure you tell her. Shout out to her for her, because she's a frontline worker, and that, I wanted to say that because he brought that to our attention.
Shout out.
But this week been a good week, man. It's been one of those weeks that just made you reflect on life and make you reevaluate things. So it's been one of those type of weeks for me. It made me to put a reset on life again. You know what I'm saying? February 1st is kind of like a new year. And it also made me look at it like 2020, whatever fucking year this is. 2021, it's so confusing. You don't know what year it is. But 2021 is not so much different from 2020. So don't wait for new years to start new things. It could be February 1st, January 1st, January 28th. Whenever you decide to reset and do some things that you decide to do it. So I'm glad I'm in that thing. Got some things in motion. We got some things in motion that y'all gonna see soon because we want to bring it to you because it's for y'all. But that's what I've been doing, man. I've been spending my week reflecting, recharging, and just trying to get it in a better headspace just to make better things happen in life. How about you, Todd?
Regular week for real. The shit's starting to run together, man. Like, I mean, it ain't starting to. It's been
Your
running
shit.
together,
I'm about to
for
say
real.
your shit been running together.
I'm telling you, right? Like, it'd be hard to, determine what day it is, the day of the week it is.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you get accustomed kind of doing the same things every week. So,
Right.
yeah, I understand that.
What do we do? Shit, nothing. I couldn't will myself to go to the gym this week for shit.
The last 2 weeks.
Man,
I've been counting. I've been looking for you.
eh,
You came today, though. You came today.
Yeah.
So, you
I
came today.
But I don't think it's been 2 weeks.
You broke some shit, but you came.
Dummy.
My business in the
That
street.
nigga was in that tan up everything.
That
Man,
nigga broke the
bro.
gym. That
Man,
nigga
bro.
broke the gym. Goddamn.
That nigga was working out too hard. Nigga obese.
Calm down, cuz. Growling and shit.
Yeah, man, nothing new. Stop. What about you?
I was just telling y'all, man, this was a long week. I was reflecting over some of the podcast notes, and it just made me realize, like, damn, like I had forgot about some stuff, which is why I'm glad that I kind of keep notes throughout the week. But long week, took care of, like Huda said, a little fast this week. Really been doing that for a minute, but this week kind of kicked a lot of stuff in full speed motion, and that's a blessing to be able to do stuff like that. I wanted to say, I was looking on the internet, and then you kind of forget times and you reflect over things. I want to say happy birthday, man, this week to Ball Hog
Shouts out to
and
Ball
Grip.
Hog, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
I ain't see the grip. Shout
Yeah,
out to
Grip.
too.
Roddy posted it.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know what
shout
I'm
out to
saying?
Grip.
So,
Happy birthday, bro.
yeah, happy birthday to them, man. Two unbelievably good people, man.
Yeah. Talented.
Died early,
Right.
died young. We talked about them at different points in time. So I just want to say happy birthday to them this week. Also, we lost what's my man? Screech.
Screech.
R.I.P. to Dustin Diamond, man.
Right.
From Saved by the Bell. That's what he was most notably known for, Screech. We saw that he died this week. I think it was of some type
Cancer.
of cancer, right?
Yeah.
Lung cancer was it? I don't want to
Yeah,
say it
he was
wrong,
only
but it
44.
Right.
Died at 44. And you put that in perspective. You think of this age range that we're at.
Right.
I was, and it is crazy because we was talking, when we saw that he died, me and Huda was walking, we was like, damn. To him dying, it's like,
Right.
damn, man, you got to dodge COVID. And then cancer. Cancer, we was talking about cancer. We, speaking of Grip, Grip passed the cancer,
Right.
and he was young. He wasn't even 40 yet. You know what I mean? So it's so many things out there, man. We have so many things to be grateful for. If you're amongst the living, man. I know times are rough for a lot of people out there, man. Our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family, man. Just keep pushing. That's one thing about life, man. I don't want to get too deep into it or too off track. But one thing about life, man, if you wake up, it's a new opportunity to try to make something new happen.
Right.
Also,
You know what I'm saying?
Former heavyweight champ Leon Spinks died today.
Yep.
Damn, I ain't hear
I
that
just
one.
saw that.
That's fucked up.
Prostate cancer.
Shit. Cancer
There you
going around. Also another UAB player. You know what I'm saying? Josh Evans, first UAB player, go to the
Go to
NFL.
draft.
NFL died of
Also
cancer.
passed for cancer.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
48 years old. So, take care of yourself as much as you can. And I don't even know when they say cancer, how you can take care of yourself as much as you can, because sometimes you don't even know what cancer comes from.
And honestly, it don't necessarily have to be that. Your mental health got to be strong too. Like
Yeah,
you can't.
that's true.
Like right now in these times, you got to be mentally tough and strong. For real.
Yeah, you do. You really do. Because from people, what not only the health of stuff, but mental health. Like you said, being isolated, being in your home. me and the girl was talking. She was like, well, you still kind of be around your friends. I was like, yeah, my immediate friends, the ones that I podcast with.
Right.
But it's a lot of people that I'm not seeing. And I hadn't been around my mama for real like I want to. I haven't been around my brothers and sisters. So you just think about not just me. It's bigger than me. It's other people who, they may be single or they may be at home and missing loved ones, and they sitting there in their thoughts. They may not be in the best of environments. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to think about those people.
I think about, like, what if I was in this situation when I was growing up? Nigga, I grew up in a house with 8-9 people in a 3-bedroom.
Yeah.
Imagine that shit every day in that same house.
Right.
Exactly. Day by day by
Or
day.
like
And there's a lot of people who like that now.
Who went to school, and we've talked about this before, who might have went to school to get away from abusive situations at home. You know what I mean? Or situations where they being hurt and harmed. It's just sad, man. Just keep a lot of people in your thoughts and prayers, man. And don't ever kind of overlook, what another may be going through.
Exactly. Because even a lot of strong people, like you said, be mentally tough. Because some people going through shit like becoming addicts of things like alcoholism and things of that nature in this the pandemic. I might be. Shit. Honestly, shit. Nigga, it had got to a point nigga was drinking every day.
11:30. Who what you doing? Drink. Nigga turning and can't get right about
right. But it be like that, man. And you could be mentally strong as you want to be and as you are, but people still go through shit. So, still you never know.
You brought up the football player, and we was talking about UAB. I learned something this week.
Bum.
I learned something this week.
What's that? What you learned?
Did you know that Hooter didn't always take classes on campus at UAB?
I was smart.
I didn't know that, man.
Now, he had a little special alternative class that he got on a little bus, and they took him to his class outside the campus.
The dart. It's called the dart. Everybody had it.
No, it was a specialized dart.
No specialized dart.
Lil,
The dart lil in itself. The dart is lil.
Yeah, we went by the library. My boy said, man, I used to take classes somewhere around here. I said, classes where? He said, at UAB. I said, around where?
No,
He said, man, one of these buildings. I said, oh, boy.
No, I'm saying I was too smart to be on campus.
My boy had that little test where they read it to him.
I was too smart to be on campus, goddamn.
My boy,
Smarty, nigga, smarty. Don't tell me, nigga.
They be over there.
We need a smarty, nigga. I'm a smarty, goddamn.
If the train left Birmingham at 5, they read out who the test question.
Hell no, dude.
You got A, B, or C.
Well, what happened was, nigga, we had to listen. No. Hell no.
Moving on to the dummy of the week.
Hell no, nigga. We had to do it. No, nigga, we had to do it. No, I was the smart of the week, actually. We had to do extensive research, so we had to go to the city library to do it. We couldn't do it on campus because they had a shit.
I bet.
But this old nigga over here taking Prilosec OTC and shit. I don't know no niggas take Prilosec OTC, grandpa. I only see niggas 80 years old and up on the commercials.
It do the trick.
Hell no,
That's a hell of a commercial.
That nigga took a shot in the Prilosec OTC.
Hey, Prilosec, send a check, man. I take that shit. Send it.
That grandpa goddamn serum.
said who the hell take classes?
Yeah, man, I took classes at the library because I was smart.
No, it was not the library. We was in the library. And
I know. I was talking about it was the library was across the street too, nigga. Like right across.
So
the
it's
street
a library across the street from the library.
Yeah.
Where?
Right from the window we was looking at, it's right across the street. It's 2 buildings, nigga. It's not just one building.
What's the name of the library?
I don't fucking know. Whatever the same name as the one we was in. It's just right here, another building. Goddamn. It was. See, I had to go to the.
If you went to UAB, please try to help this man out. I ain't never in my life heard of this place in my life. But
what's the name of the building?
I'm about to show you. I'm about to look it up.
It probably didn't have no windows.
Well, hey, what was the name of UAB library? Exactly, motherfucker. You don't remember, but I bet you went.
Best Estelle.
No, it's not, nigga. It's Stern. It's Stern. I know.
I wanted to see if you knew.
It's Stern. Nigga. Todd ain't know it.
I did not know that.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Todd-
So,
nigga,
because
Todd
I don't
went-
know the name of the library doesn't mean I
Todd went
didn't
to
know that.
class. Well, no, he went to the Hill Center and the radio station. That was it. That nigga was at UAB for decoration. Goddamn. They playing that nigga in that bit for decoration. I be like, hey, every time I come out of class, Todd was in the same spot every time, bro.
No.
But man, damn, who?
What? What's up?
Say it ain't so. Hey, you ever walk
It's
by
so.
that class,
I'm
see
not
a
about to
dog
say
in that
this,
bit, you be a little shocked.
Hey, man, I'm just going to let y'all know UAB don't have no special ed. Nigga, you got to be smart to go to UAB.
You apparently you found it. Nigga, don't try to.
Nigga, I found a smart shit.
No.
I had some shit y'all didn't know about. I had them secret classes. You got to be smart.
Come on, man. Get yourself together, man. Black History Month. Black History Month, man. Very special month. I saw a comment from Brun that made plenty of sense, man. If you haven't learned anything over the last year, man, Black History is more than just a month. Don't relegate us to 1 month. Our contributions to this country, to society, to things that we do is bigger than a month, but this is a month that they choose to celebrate. Now, we celebrate it all the time. Tub been talking endlessly about finding black businesses, shopping black, things like that. I saw that Google is going to introduce a new feature that helps you to find black-owned businesses and stuff like that. So I don't know if y'all saw that, but if you get a chance, go frequent that, to make sure that you find, some of those businesses. I want to highlight, just a couple little things that I saw on Black history. Mom Bet, she was the first black woman in Massachusetts to sue for her freedom and win. In 1781, she visited a lawyer and said, I heard that the paper read yesterday, she said that all men are created equal and that every man has the right to freedom. I'm not a dumb critter. I want the law to give me my freedom. She sued, she won, and then changed her name to Elizabeth Freeman. Her case set the precedent in the state of Massachusetts. So I want to highlight her. I also want to highlight the Harlem Hellfighters. That's a hell of a name.
Harlem
Hellfighters. They sounded like they weren't shit to play with. You understand what I'm saying? They was one of the most successful military regiments during World War I. They were denied a going-away party because we know why. They were black. But were later invited back, to basically honor them because of their valor. They were called the Harlem Hellfighters. They were one of the most successful regiments during World War I, a group of black individuals straight from New York. I know a lot of people, sometimes with black history, we talk about the things that we see all the time. Your Malcolm X's, your Martin Luther Kings, things like that. And I just kind of want to dig a little deeper and highlight people that aren't always talked about or mentioned in this time.
Mm-hmm. It's always good to hear about new black people who did some new black shit that succeeded at it. Right. That was super dope. So that was super dope hearing that she sued in 1780 something. What you say, 17 what?
Shit, who did?
A long time. 17 something. My bad.
1781, baby.
Right. See,
I'm fast today.
1781, goddamn.
Yeah,
she
1781.
sued some shit that niggas ain't really know about and won. That's the type of shit I like to hear. The new stories I like to hear.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
And I hate y'all people who be like, don't be telling me to buy from black business just to buy from black business. Make sure they have good. Shut up and buy from fucking black business. And that way we can have better services.
But
I get that too, though. Shut up with that right now.
Yeah. There you go.
Right. Right now, it ain't the time for that. Like, do that in December, goddamn.
How about ever? If it's a black business, just support it. Even if it's not your cup of tea, you don't have to say it negatively.
Or don't. You just, keep it yourself. Right. Because you'll never be like, don't go to Walmart.
And Walmart have gave you plenty of fucked up customers.
Right. Not only that, they don't never have what you have, but you still, what you need, but you still go back. How many times you went to Walmart looking for something they ain't have it?
And got some alternative shit.
And depending on what Walmart you're going to go at, they don't even have that shit.
Right.
And Walmart never has good customer service, okay?
First off, I don't work there.
And I love
so I ain't
Walmart,
going to your self-checkout.
So I ain't bashing Walmart because I love it and I'm going to keep going. But
I saw somebody say,
don't bash black people for the
they say
shit
something. I saw the meme floating around. They were saying Walmart need to send me my W-2s.
What's
for
that
the self-checkout.
Because you
I do work. I do work. I live.
Shit.
I scanned. Goddamn. I got to get the receipt. I probably got to put my date of birth in.
Banana and put a TV in the goddamn car.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
Huh?
You'll scan the banana.
You can hear.
Huh?
You'll scan the banana and put the TV in the cart. Walk right out that bitch.
Huh? Diamond ring. Cake. Boop. Cake.
Twinkies.
You getting the diamonds from Walmart, though?
Cake.
But you getting the diamond ring from Walmart, though?
If I could get it for the price of cake, I would. I don't know. It might be a little.
They got a jewelry section.
It might be a little cheap ass goddamn.
Grace, go check.
No,
I'm kidding.
Not that one.
I'm kidding.
Not that one. I don't think.
Oh, yeah. I spared no expense on that
not.
one, did you?
Maybe not. Goddamn. But it's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to have a one-time wear earrings from Walmart.
Oh, yeah, because I damn sure bought them earrings out the middle of the mall.
I always get my earrings from a little cheap place. I ain't never had real earrings.
Let me tell y'all something.
Never.
I like
$10 specials.
Like
Claire's.
Yeah, man. I go get them. Well, I don't go to Claire's now.
No,
I have.
Middle of the mall.
No. I always go to my man's in the middle of the mall. They be like $20.
Sabi.
I be like, I got $10. Okay. Shit,
You go Sabi.
I
need another pair.
I'm sorry, man. I don't have to go all out by no earrings. Bro.
I didn't grab some Claire's on my way to a pool party. I didn't got some out of Walmart. Cake. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck. I'm not 1, 2, 3 time weddings and they gone anyway. So it don't matter, goddamn.
Yeah, man. I'm just like Ocho Cinco. I saw him do that one day. He was talking about
They gonna look real?
Yeah, he was in the middle of the NFL. He was talking about nigga. Y'all buy real earrings? No, these $10, and you gonna think they real.
Right.
Exactly.
Because of who he is.
But people have come to me and be like, are those real?
Yeah.
Those are no hell no.
Fucking right. What's wrong with you? I don't want no fake shit.
You know what I didn't like? I ain't like in college them niggas with them big ass stupid ass.
Yeah.
Them whole hey ear hanging.
Boy had them house lights in there.
I don't know him to say name, but Willie B used to wear them bitches.
This bitch be on his
I think
neck.
have a big light bulb on this shit, but like, baby, you don't get that little fake ass shit on.
That shit make your ear hang. Come
Nigga,
on.
it'll
Now.
be.
Come on now. Big flappy ear ass.
I think you had a couple pair of them bitches.
I did. I had some big ass earrings in my day. I ain't gonna lie. Back then, nigga, the big earring was cool, nigga. Y'all
Big ass earrings.
Fucking right. Them hoes was cool back then. The big boy. And I was wild with it.
They were $20. They weren't cheap.
I was piercing my
Then
own
Huda
ear.
had like 4 big ass earrings. You know he had like 5 holes.
No, I had like 2 in each ear. I was piercing my own shit. Y'all ever pierce? Hey, y'all ever pierce your own ear?
No, let us tell our joke real quick.
Fuck your joke.
That nigga had 12 ear piercings.
Two each ear. I still got 2 each ear. You just can't see them. But the holes still open. 2 each ear. Nigga was wild. Nigga goddamn put some ice on his ear, burn the earring, and push that bitch through.
Coronavirus,
What's
man.
wrong with you, Hooter?
I ain't want to go pay to get my ears pierced.
That sound about right.
So you would rather
You know that nigga
risk infection?
Who
and all
the
that
big
shit?
Well, if you do it right, it's the same thing.
who the big corner cutter? I bet you that bitch was uneven like fuck.
It would like my shit. Shit like this. Goddamn. Big earring, one higher than the other.
hey, look, I was about to move on, and then I thought about who the piercing his own
shit ain't
ear.
right here.
I bet you that bitch was uneven.
Nigga ain't even measure them hoes. I ain't even think to measure. I was
I
like,
bet
it's just an ear.
That shit come from his impulsiveness, man. That nigga impulsive as fuck.
I ain't about to goddamn measure no ears. Oh, how the fuck? How you measure your ears even?
how much-
You let
Oh,
somebody
like-
else do it. That's how.
It costs like $10.
Nigga,
to get
I was
your ear
like
pierced.
17.
But it
man.
costs like $10 to get your ear pierced.
I was 17.
Oh man, you could
I was broke.
have collected some cans for that.
I ain't nigga. The mall nigga had to ride to the mall. It was a lot of shit played a factor into it, nigga.
Hooter was
And
bad.
nigga,
Come on, man, let's
the
get out of here,
earrings, the earrings came from the corner store too. Now that I think about it. So nigga had to ride to the mall.
Did y'all ever think y'all see Chick-fil-A say today?
Chick-fil-A saved the day
No.
of hunger or what?
A Chick-fil-A manager solved South Carolina's COVID vaccine drive-through problem.
I can see that.
The South Carolina drive-through for vaccines had a backlog, a huge backlog, and they called in an owner of the Chick-fil-A to teach them how to work the drive-through. My man took it from almost an hour and a half wait to almost a 12-minute wait,
I can believe that.
using the
believe it.
techniques that they do.
I
Hey,
believe
look, Chick-fil-A is a motherfucker with that shit.
You right.
You ever looked at they line like, man, they ain't gonna get in there, and then you get in that
2
bitch.
minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes, you out of there.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn, I ain't even finished my order, and I got my food already.
Yeah.
I love Chick-fil-A.
So that ain't got shit to do with shit, but I just thought that was crazy that you called like
The
how
Chick-fil-A.
innovative it is to say, you know what,
Let's
we
call
finna
Chick-fil-A.
call Chick-fil-A, and you know what,
Whoever made that call, smart as fuck.
I was just about to say that. To me, that goes to a bigger picture. You're not always the smartest person in the room,
Right.
and me and Dad's been talking about this a lot lately. Like, it's nothing wrong with having people around you who are just as smart or smarter than you in that asset, in that aspect. I'm sorry.
Right.
That's how you accomplish it. I think sometimes that we have so many people who are super talented, but they won't get more talent
Reach
around
out.
them or
Reach
get
out.
more talent in other departments. Like, I can be the smartest motherfucking IT person, but I'm not a good business person.
Right.
So let me get a good business person around, and then I'm the smartest IT person. Then we fuck around and find the smartest marketing person. Hell, that go a business right there.
Facts.
Like Seinfeld said, nigga, you have to build a team, and I'm learning that.
Yeah.
And when you build
Right.
that team and you put that team around you, everybody
Perfect.
perfect what they do.
Everybody eats, B.
Exactly. It makes that boat just sail goddamn smooth as fuck.
And you gotta
And
be
I
right.
want a smooth sailing boat.
Yep.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
you got to have the same goal. Everybody got to be.
You don't
equally-
have to. It just has to be a positive goal.
Well,
It don't have to be the exact same, but it has to be something in the same range.
you have to have similar goals. I'm with Todd on that. Like, if you building a team to go around, like, it's just like with football. Like, if one nigga, only thing he want to do is go to the league,
And get his
other
stats.
niggas want national championship, it's not going to work.
It ain't
Right.
work.
But-
Everybody got to buy into one thing.
Well, what I was saying is maybe you could have this guy who wants to be the best wide receiver, but then you have this guy who wants to be the best quarterback and this guy who wants to be the best running back. Like, it's not ultimately the same goal, but you have a similarity of goal to you want to be a great team and
Right,
win.
but the
You know?
overall bigger goal over
It's to
them
win.
is-
It's to win, right.
So shit, that's the thing. So, but shouts out to people, man, who get that. You know what I'm saying? Johnson & Johnson is requesting to get approval, emergency approval for their vaccine.
They need to get their numbers up.
Well, to be fair, they're 72% effectiveness. They're trying to get the CDC to get it up. They got it up to 72% effectiveness. At one point, the CDC was only saying that you had to be at 52% to get on.
The
They're at
CDC need to-
72.
the CDC
now,
need to read.
the bigger thing about the Johnson & Johnson is it doesn't have to be stored at the temperatures of the Pfizer and the other vaccines, and it's only one dose, and it's easier to have it more replicated or readily available.
But is that a fall off from 90 to 95%?
I mean, definitely it's a fall off. That's common sense. 92%, 72%. It's definitely a fall off. But for people who are desperate, I was thinking about this the other day. If you think about, and I understand you have to prioritize. You got to get it to your elderly. You got to get it to your people with pre-existing conditions.
Right.
But it really sucks to think that we know somebody may get diagnosed with COVID today, and they might be 30 or 40 years old, and they're not in line to get a vaccine yet, and they may pass when we have
That's
something
right.
that's available if they want it.
Well, I did
They
see
just
that.
can't get it yet.
I did see that Johnson & Johnson does help with that. It doesn't. It helps with hospitalizations and
Yeah.
the seriousness of the illness. So it does help in that aspect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it doesn't fully stop you from getting it, which is okay. But if it stops you from dying and going to the hospital, I think that's something that's helpful also.
Just hang on out there.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Stay tight. Wear your mask. Stay tight. Wear your mask.
Right. Wash your hands.
Right.
And your ass. Stinking ass.
I wanted to do a follow-up. We talked about the principal last week, man, who was working at Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
And we were talking about how, if y'all don't remember the story from last week, we was talking about the principal who was working a full-time job where he was leaving his principal job, and then he was working at Walmart overnight, stocking to take his money and provide it to his less fortunate students. Well, Walmart actually rewarded the South Carolina principal, Henry Darby, with a $50,000 check for his dedication to his students. So shouts out to Walmart on that, man. That's a big
Facts.
feat. We got to give Walmart, a round of applause just for just knowing and having the wherewithal to peep somebody in the community who is trying to do something good for kids, and they kind of helping out with that. So shouts out to Walmart on seeing that. I don't know if y'all saw that story, but I want to bring that up because we got so many sad stories. It's nice to see some good feel-good stories.
Exactly. I did see that. Dez had them claps going for a long ass time, and it
I
was
threw it,
it was
baby.
rightfully deserved. But I did see that, and I said it last week. I was like, shit. He got that money. He gonna get some more money coming in because he has a good cause going on.
Easy.
So, and I hope that I do see him getting some more. And I said I put
Very.
that on my docket too. I was like, man, lately the last few weeks, few months, few whatever, we've been so depressed and talking about so much sad shit. I just put a lot of stupid shit on my docket just to have some fucking fun.
Right.
So.
Like you going to whatever fake library that you.
Nah, I went to, that was advanced class, man. That's why you didn't know about that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they told you. You know they gonna tell you that, baby. You in advanced class. You know they gonna tell you what's really the problem. They like, baby, you in advanced class.
You was busy going to Coca class, watching movies, going to sleep and
That
shit.
nigga in there picking out. That nigga in there playing with color puzzles. Guys.
This
This the event. Only people like you think like this. School.
Hell no, nigga, you had to learn a whole lot of stupid ass shit, even about the deep and dark endings of libraries and shit. Some stupid shit I ain't want to learn, but somehow I know that shit,
that?
and I don't know how, but I do.
What was the class called?
It was. I'm a history major, so it was like the history of books, the history of libraries, the history of buildings. I took a lot of history of a lot of
This
bullshit.
here is Cat in the Hat. Red fish, blue fish.
Nah, nigga, it was like the history of the Bible.
Who
and
did
the
a book report
and the
on,
first, and he was
Dr.
like,
Seuss?
it was like the first books ever wrote, shit like that. You know, and how it was first scribed, and even how the first book was thought of.
What was the name
It
of
was
it?
in the book. I don't remember that shit. I don't know. I barely know the name of the library. You don't know the name of the goddamn book.
Big business. Apple. we talked about how Apple is getting in the game to try to come up with these new age electric cars, new cars that don't take gas and things like that. And I got an extra story about that
Or even
gas stuff in a
humans.
minute. But Apple is reportedly near a deal to build their electric cars along the Georgia-Alabama border. This is significant for us because we're in Alabama. We're really close to the Georgia line. But Apple's reportedly close to a deal with the Hyundai Kia for the tech giant to build its own brand of electric cars in Georgia, but on the Alabama border. The tech giant auto manufacturer may be closing that deal on, they say, around February the 17th. So we might have some more information on that. I don't know if y'all saw the prototype of those Apple cars, but they look kind of crazy. You know, Apple has plenty of money. They're a tech giant. They have proven products. So it's going to be crazy to see people in an Apple car.
Yeah, that shit gonna be definitely wild. You gotta look at the goddamn windshield or
Nigga gonna
open the door. Guy.
Right. You gonna buy that car, that bitch is gonna be
Just
the,
look at
the
the
Apple
unlock
the car at 4S gonna come out the next week.
4S car. Goddamn, this one come with a human. This one come with your personal
And that
driver.
bitch gonna
That's
have
a
that little
robot.
charger.
Goddamn.
How you gonna charge? You gonna charge that bitch up with the little thing?
With a USB.
I wonder how
with a
much that
USB.
bitch gonna
Goddamn.
You got a USB
You got
port.
an extra car USB? Yo, where your car USB at? Let me get your car.
You borrow your charger.
Right.
Nigga gonna be on the side of the road because they nigga ain't have their charger.
Then they gonna start selling the cars without the charger with it. You know how Apple do.
you gotta
Goddamn.
charge your soul separate.
Yeah, you got to go goddamn $800 charger. But
I bet them
that's
hoes
dope.
gonna cost a grip though.
Just hopefully they don't crash no more. Because
They-
when they first started making them a while back,
Yeah.
but they were crashing. So
They,
hopefully
they,
they'll
they
a lot more
begin
advanced.
full scale production. They're saying by 2024, if the deal gets finalized and everything like that, which is gonna bring a lot of much needed jobs to people around here. So shout out to Apple on that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Shout out
That's
to
dope.
Amazon too, man. Y'all see them niggas fourth quarter earnings?
No, what was it?
Enough for Bezos to quit.
100 billion.
Enough for Bezos
That man
to walk
stepped
out
the
the
fuck
door.
away from it.
100 billion?
100 billion today?
I
All right,
quit. Let me
got
see
you.
y'all top that.
I'm out. That'll do it.
I'm out. Kind of out, but not out.
100 billion? Boy?
That's dope, man. That's super dope. That's crazy dope. And
My God.
with that, okay. So that brings up and opens up another question. Can America afford to pay a $15 minimum wage?
Yes.
Yes, this nigga just made 100 billion in the fourth quarter.
Well, okay. So this is America. So do you think that helps or harms America? Wait, I asked that because I know it'll help people if everybody got $15 minimum wage and everybody got to keep their job. But you know how that's going to go. Unintended consequences, it's going to be less jobs.
Yeah.
But can you live off $15 an hour?
No, but you could live better than some people are now.
I-
And I still don't think that's
I
enough
get what
money.
you're saying.
I don't either. I agree with you.
I just feel like it's twofold because you know once they start paying people that wage, they're gonna just jack up
Cut
prices,
The prices
or cut
on the other
jobs.
end, right?
We did a story
both.
I think last week where Walmart was about to put some robots in a distribution center. We've seen where McDonald's is getting robots.
Right.
We talk about the self checkout. We know that self checkout is taking jobs from people when you think about it, and that's just what companies do. They reinvent themselves because they're thinking about the bottom line, right? They think about how to squeeze as much profits as they can without having to pay people. So if they can automate stuff, they're gonna automate shit. We got a lot of trucking companies working on selfless driving trucks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To cut down the actual. They try to doctor it up and say that it's to cut down fatalities and death and make it more accurate. But you know, in the flip side, the unintended consequence, you cutting people out that job.
Right, you cut, right.
But I feel like giving people that wage, man, and to allow people to be able to. Your original question was, can we afford it? I think we can afford it because we prioritize so many different things ahead of that. If you think about the wasteful spending, the things that go to contracts and military contracts and things that are, and not saying to take away from the military, because I honestly are one of the ones that get why we spend so much on military for protection and stuff.
I like being protected.
And help around the world. But I do think it's money that we can allot to help make sure that people are getting more of a livable wage. And we got to do something about the greed.
So is
you
that
know?
something we need to do as well? Hey, we're going to make it $15 an hour, but you also can't fire any people. But is that stopping progress for those companies also? And can we even do that?
Now, see,
Because
that's
we
the
can't
thing
do
that I don't
right.
know if you can do in a free enterprise. Like, you can't make me pay. I think it's
15 million.
like I think
and
it'd
tell
be
me
like
how
kind of,
many to
and
hire.
I might be wrong. I'm not a legal expert, but I think it would be kind of unconstitutional to tell me how many employees I have to have or things like that. So
Well, can Well, should the government consider that and give you incentives for having employees?
That's what they definitely can do that for having so many human employees.
Exactly.
But them motherfuckers have been and built a clone or something to say that they're human.
They have human DNA in this robot.
There'd be so many loopholes. But to your point, I do think that you could do that. You can incentivize companies for having so many employees. That's where you get your tax breaks. Instead of giving some of these companies that's generating billions and billions of dollars tax breaks just because of that, incentivize them on doing
humans,
right with
giving
their
people
employees.
jobs and paying your people more money, and you know.
But
If you pay this person $20 an hour and it's a full tax write-off, why not?
But to my knowledge, I don't think Amazon, Bezos and them, I don't think he paid taxes because
He didn't. But I wasn't
Right.
saying it for that. I was saying that because Biden is considering pushing full scale $15 minimum wage
I got you.
federally. So that's what made me. And we was talking about money.
So
I just do that.
to answer the question, yeah, I'm with you on that one, Stock. I think they can definitely pay people without incident. Like I don't think it'll be an incident because, like I said, I mean, you got a lot of people around here that's on unemployment now, and they making it work is because it's the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got options to potentially work overtime, you know what I'm saying, like when holidays come about, Christmas, I'm sure everybody at Amazon was killing them with overtime. You know what I'm saying? So,
I got a few things to say about that. One, I don't think $15 is a livable wage. Sorry, but it's
Right,
just it's tough, especially a 4-person household. Hell no,
Right.
$15 is not a livable minimum wage, and America is so greedy that $15 minimum wage means $5 a gallon gas, $3 bread,
shit.
$6 milk. You know, so unfortunately, you know, it ain't enough for nobody for real. Like, you know, when I got my first job, it was more than $15 an hour. Nigga, I was struggling. I was picking up pennies to get fucking Black and Miles. Like for real, I ain't even joking. Like nigga was just scraping for pennies to get Black and Miles and have a career type job. Crazy.
How much money is enough money though? Like, is it like? And I'm not. I don't mean this in a callous way. Like, I don't mean this in a way that's saying that people should be ungrateful for whatever the amount that. I'm just saying in general because you've made $37,000 and you felt like it wasn't enough. Then you make $45,000, you felt like it wasn't enough. If you go up to $60,000, you feel it's not enough. You get up to $80,000, you feel it's not enough. And some of the things that we learn from statistics and from just looking around, well, when you at $30,000, you live at that. Then when you get to $45,000, you create. You don't stay at the $30,000 livable wage. Mm-hmm. You create bills at that new wage. Right. And each time we go up, we create new bills at that system. And what that tends to do is that strain your money. So if I give you $150,000 tomorrow, you may still feel like, damn, I ain't got enough money.
So to answer
what is enough?
To answer your question, for everybody to be middle class. If everybody's middle class, I'm fine. It shouldn't be any poor people in America.
But to your point,
I think that changes things.
But to your point, if you make a middle class, everybody middle class, and you put everybody,
they're gonna be
middle
considered
class,
the poor. But
ultra rich just get higher, and then does that middle class, that bottom of that middle class, just become the poor people?
Well, yeah, but if they're middle class, to me, they're not sleeping under the bridge. They're not sleeping outside. Like, yeah, you live in Clearer. Cool, I'm fine with that. Rather than you living under the bridge or you living in a homeless shelter. So if everybody's middle class and the ultra rich is ultra rich, fine. But you have a house, you have a car, you have a garage. I'm okay with that. Sorry. I just don't like people sleeping outside and shit like that.
No, I totally get that part. I just was curious how much money is enough money.
Enough to be middle class. And I think there's enough to be middle class. I mean, yeah, the ultra rich gonna still be billions and billions of dollars. That's always gonna happen. But I don't like people sleeping outside and shit.
Yeah.
Especially in 30-degree weather, goddamn. It's
I would
about to
say-
snow next week. They got people
So in
outside.
Alabama, they're middle class. Maybe what, 100,000? That's considered middle class?
Hell no.
No,
it's
lower than that. It's lower than that. Like middle, like 50, 60, somewhere. I'll say 65, I think.
So,
65 gets you a decent house, decent car.
Speaking of Alabama, I don't know how this shit work. Somebody else can educate me a little more on this, but I'm seeing that it's saying that Alabamians could have wine, beer, and liquor shipped to homes under a new bill. It's long been said. Now I know this to be true because I remember somebody was trying to put me on a vodka, and they was trying to ship it from D.C. to me here in Alabama, and it wouldn't even allow them to do it. Now I've been hearing some people say that they've been able to do it.
Think it's a little more
but it's
tax
supposed to
on it
be
or something?
it's supposed to be restricted, and that's why I'm saying with this new bill, it's saying that Alabama, unless they just relaxed it lately, but Alabama's supposed to allow people to be able to ship liquor in, which is a big deal because the state. That's why we have the ABC
store.
ABC stores. The state regulates all imports of liquor in and out of Alabama. That's why when you go to the package store, it's higher there because they have to get everything through the state.
So does that make? Damn, I was about to say, and you said that, so that
Like just
complicates it.
imagine we call New Orleans and say, "Hey man, send us
Ship us
that
this.
$20 ass Woolford that we pay $50 for over here."
Right.
So that also makes me ask the question: can liquor stores do that too? Like package stores do that too? And if they do, should that make their liquor cheaper? Because right now they have to get it from, like you said, the state and ABC.
Well, it
and
says
whatever.
under the new bill, the legislator, and this come from AL.com, a new bill in the legislature would allow Alabamians to have beer, wine, and spirits delivered to their homes.
Homes.
But I mean,
I got a home. I own this package store, but I got
a
a home.
and I'm on. Take it.
Right. But and they can make money that way too though, because if they still keep their higher prices as a package store would, they making a little bit more money. So y'all, Alabama, I guess that says y'all need to reconsider y'all way of doing things. Are you gonna lose out? Because these package store people gonna have
and
this
it
shit
sounds
delivered
like
to
what
their home.
they may be doing is revamping how they do it. The ABC board is basically looking at making people file a $100 filing fee and a license fee of up to $1,000.
For what?
To be, like for businesses,
Oh.
if you trying to sell liquor, because I've been hearing rumors that the ABC that Alabama may be doing away with that restriction, like how everything got to go through the ABC board, which would make the package stores come alive and they can lower prices and you can kind of go anywhere to get liquor.
In Alabama, just open up your stores on Sundays.
Well, they are now.
They open,
A
but
lot
you
of
just
stores.
can't
It's still
buy
some
it.
counties.
I'm saying like ABC stores.
Well, not ABC
Not
stores.
ABC stores,
saying.
yeah.
But
That's
but no,
Alabama.
but just if you get away from what we're talking about, when you go over here to the pink store, you go over
It's
there
gonna
to
be
them
the same
stores,
price.
Yeah, it'll be
But
or lower.
Right, but I'm saying for Alabama to still make their money, just open up the ABC stores on a Sunday.
They could.
And you
They
still gonna
just-
make your money.
Alabama just do shit backwards, man. Like I don't understand it. Like they're behind on every single
Why
thing.
would you not sell liquor on a Sunday?
Right.
Another thing that
I'm
comes
grown,
comes
motherfucker.
in that bill is restaurants will be allowed to deliver alcohol,
Like on a
but
like
as long as you order a meal,
DoorDash.
it has to be accompanied by a meal. But if you order a meal, you can order a
A
beverage
wine or
with
some
it,
shit.
or a bottle of wine.
it got to be a
or-
bottle because I ain't about to order a couple.
A couple, of course.
Well, I saw early
some
in the
people will,
pandemic.
probably.
I don't know how it was, but
'Cause you
some
can't go
people were
nowhere.
able to go to bars and buy like whatever their signature drink and buy it in like a gallon form.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
there you
makes
go,
sense,
stuff
makes
like that.
New Orleans has drive-through daiquiri shops.
Drive through liquor.
So they got all of that.
And
Look
walk
at the
through liquor.
states that are around the state of Alabama. They're thriving, bro. Like Alabama is stuck in being stagnant. They're behind on everything. Atlanta, they in certain areas they legalizing marijuana and shit. You know what I'm saying? I understand that it has to be a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? For you not
It's
to
weed, man. Legalize
but-
all that shit.
Right, but I don't know.
If Vegas could sell, I don't know the numbers, 100% THC, then everybody should be able to do it. Because it's in Vegas means it's. I don't get it.
What's
Like,
the difference besides the
Vegas,
cost of
DC,
living
I
and
can
they
smoke
got
weed
other
there, but
tourist
not there.
attractions
Still
and all that
America,
shit.
still. Shit confused. I don't know.
Well, I think it's. I said this before, and I've been saying this for years.
State's
It's
law.
nothing but a matter of time for all 50 states to come on with the marijuana. I mean, even in Alabama, that was part of some of the new legislation that just rolled out. We've been talking for months and
Think that
and
ever
a couple
passes
years
with Tommy?
Well, they're already getting on board with the medical marijuana. You know what I'm saying? We've already said a billion times. on here
Using
that
or growing? 'Cause
We
I know-
already grow.
I know we've been growing for a long time.
Yeah,
but
we
are
already
you able
grow.
to use it here?
Yeah, that's
I know
what
we grow it in Senate places.
They're coming online with medical marijuana to where they're trying to pass it for medical purposes. If you got the card and stuff like
got
that, you can get it.
glaucoma.
But glaucoma,
crazy.
mental, some like mental
Just
issues,
call your script in. Yeah, man, I ain't
PTSD.
feeling it.
Like it opens
script.
it up to a lot of different people who need it.
Right.
Like at this point, man, we know that
weed,
to us,
man.
alcohol probably kill more people
Far
than
more
weed.
people than weed did.
So-
Ever.
I've heard a lot of people be like, I ain't drinking no more. I'm just going to smoke weed. Like, I'm getting rid of this habit because it's so terrible for my body, but this weed is okay.
Yeah.
And why they can't see? Like, it is though.
Right,
And
it
I
is.
tell you, and I don't get
I
why.
just hate how when weed, your mouth get dry and shit, and you
Nigga,
like the little sandpaper in your shit.
nigga, that shit eats you up at 3 a.m. Nigga wake up like, why my shit so dry? God damn, I got big.
Nigga drink a pound of water and don't shit
that
happen.
shit, bum, boom, bum.
And don't shit happen. Nigga mouth be dry as fuck though. But
Super cotton.
I was talking about something, man, earlier when we was talking about those electric cars from Apple. I didn't mean to pivot and go back, but I just want to bring up something that they were saying. We saw with Joe Biden when they was talking about the Keystone Pipeline and everything. But they saying that gasoline is becoming worthless. Of course, not right now, but there's a lot of incentives on electric cars now. It's a lot of incentives on people coming up with the new technology to get towards the gas, or to kind of make gas obsolete. And I saw that it was basically saying from the new research from Morgan Stanley argues that the traditional external combustion engine, which is the gas-related engine that everybody has, is basically kind of a thing of the past. They said by 2030 that if you still run around with one of them, you're going to be dead meat.
9 years. So I need to get me one of those in like 2028.
So I don't need to go buy that truck, huh?
You can right now. But just know that
I'm going to be a
10
nigga, nigga. That truck going to probably go, if that bitch go down about $20,000, nigga, I'm in that bitch.
Whipping that bitch. I'll find me an old gas station.
Y'all got electric, nigga. I'm still pumping this gas out there.
You can't get no old school.
Turn the gas.
Electric old school. Ain't no electric old schools, nigga. If I get this money, I want me a gas old school.
Y'all ever noticed, and I don't know the fucking terms, fuck you mechanics and you niggas who be doing all this shit, but you ever notice when you get around them old schools, like them old Monte Carlos and them old donks and shit, you could smell the oil and goddamn smoke and fumes and gas coming off that
all
bitch.
that shit.
Whoa. That's how you smell out. Nigga, you be in the car smelling that shit. Nigga, toxic ass car.
Nigga, my Camaro used to have me looking around like, is there some gas leaks in this bitch? So what? I know I smell gas. Big gas.
That was because you paid $1,500 for that bitch.
Right, goddamn. I had my second Camaro had a big hole in the front floor. Nigga, I'm like a Flintstone.
Nigga had a Flintstone.
Like, right, goddamn.
Nigga, that be like Fred, goddamn.
I hated driving that bitch in the rain. My shit soggy at the bottom. Smell like water in this bitch. Got me watching.
Nigga looking at the street when he drive.
Nah, the carpet covered it, but the
somewhere.
metal was gone.
I remember me, you, and somebody went to Huntsville. Was it Mark?
Yeah, in the Camaro.
More than likely.
In the Camaro.
Why we had to pull off on the side of the road on the interstate? Remember we got off on the exit, it was pitch black.
What the fuck was that for? I don't remember.
Man, I feel like something was wrong with the car, goddamn. We had to pull off on the side of the road. It was pitch black out there, bitch. We coming from Huntsville like 2 o'clock in the morning.
You imagine a grown man sitting in the back of a 2-seater sideways.
Sideways. Who sat back there?
Mark. Mark, goddamn. You know he the only one. I was driving, so Mark had to get back there, goddamn. You wasn't going to get back there. Goddamn, Mark had to get that bitch sideways, goddamn.
My boy going to make a way to get
But there was some times, though. I want to talk to y'all about the dangers of clickbaiting. I see a lot of websites that post things that purposefully put headlines or titles that get you to click on it. And I'm starting to notice that I'm seeing a trend where I'm seeing it from people who, it's some people who I know run some big blog sites, especially over in Atlanta. And I know that these people don't believe in what they're posting. But even when people comment on it, they're responding as if they believe in what was posted. But personally, you know that they don't believe that. So are we getting in dangerous times with the things that we're seeing with clickbait and people taking stories and running with stories? Because we saw this week, you know, anytime you get somebody a story, sometimes people don't click past that story and read what the fuck that shit say.
Yeah, we are. I don't think we're just not getting there. I think it's been going on for a while. I think it's been a minute that people will have. And the craziest thing to me about that is they actually get mad at you for being like, people only read the headline. Well, nigga, you wrote the headline. Yeah. Why are you mad at people for getting mad about a headline that's deceiving to them that you wrote in a deceiving manner? Like, nigga, write the headline right so people don't misconstrue shit and just go based off the headline. And then, I don't know, like what you were saying, that's weird too. Like, you know, this person doesn't believe in it, but they still speak up on it. And that just means that they just want the attention.
Well, you know that the internet is business
for them, it's a business. So if I'm driving, and that's why I'm talking about the bigger picture of what we're talking about. Not just as small as it is. Like, these people got 40,000, 50,000 people, 30,000 people coming past their page. Right. And I'm seeing them interact.
You know them like that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know them like friendly
enough for you to holler at him, be like, "Why you doing that?" Or do you believe?
Nah,
Or ask him.
probably
Or ask him. You believe in that?
I probably could, but I know that they don't believe in that.
I know. Ask them and see what their side
even
and see.
and what's crazy is some of these pages that do it, these blog sites or these blog pages that I know that do it, they'll post something that's totally opposite of that the next week to get the new crowd.
Right.
Both sides. They play both sides of the fence to get the traffic.
Do you think it's up to people like you and us to call them out on that?
No, it's
I don't
up to
think
the
it's up for
people
me
that
to
is
call
in
them
front
out on
of
nothing. Because who am I to block their pockets or block?
Well,
what they
not
doing?
block
Right.
their pockets, but them personally. Not saying it in front of the fans or in the public, but just ask them.
I don't
Well,
care.
it's up to the person that's looking at that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think we care because you're talking about it. So I think it matters in some kind of aspect.
I care about the idea of, like, I don't care enough to pick up the phone and ask them, like, why you doing it?
Right.
But I care in general because, yeah, I know them, but I said 30, 40,000, but they small compared to big
Million.
sites that do it. The
Right.
Foxes and you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not that big league, but I just think,
Me personally, if I knew them like that, I would ask them. And if they said that, hey man, this is just my business, this is what I'm doing, I would.
You know why they
I
doing
get
it,
it.
But
Though.
I'm
I don't
telling-
know. I mean, you know.
it is the business. You getting paid. Like, say for instance, a YouTube channel.
You
Do
know
you
what?
know how
You're
much
right.
they're paying people on YouTube that with all those viewers? Like, Taylor will watch somebody playing with toys on YouTube.
Yeah.
It'd be like
Me and
10
Stock
year
talked about
olds
this
with
week. My
$1
nephew,
million. And shit.
my nephew watches people play the game. He doesn't play the game. He watches people play the game.
we were talking about how niggas will watch people play the game, but
Won't play it.
we was talking about like how like we hate it when it be like 5 niggas in the room
And it's in your
and
turn.
you
Yeah.
lose and you gotta wait. Nigga, I'm fuck y'all. I'm going home. Goddamn, I'm not finna wait. But niggas will
They
watch
will
a nigga
watch
play a
that shit
game.
right now.
Hell no, I want to play that bitch.
Hell
Like,
no.
if you looking at these Call of Duty games, like videos that be on YouTube, man, them should be having millions of views.
They do.
Especially if it's somebody
They do.
good. And them nigga page be goddamn full of
When I went home- I went
advertising.
home-
But okay, help me understand. You said they be lit. I don't understand this. We talking to Dez. He behind the camera. But what I don't understand is it be lit.
How?
I don't understand.
It can't be
and I'm
fun.
not talking about anybody in particular.
Right.
I just don't understand how it's fun and lit to watch them play the game. Nigga, it's lit for me to go play it.
It started when you first got down playing a game that you can't beat some shit on.
Is it like watching the Super Bowl? Maybe.
This nigga who done beat the game.
Yeah, because it always be that little trick.
Yeah.
Now, like I remember on Punch Out, when his shit light up, then you punch.
gotta
So,
punch.
okay, I can see you watching
So
that.
is it like?
Now, and what happens is you end up liking the person that's playing. Some folk be telling and saying little jokes while they playing. So,
So is it like the Super Bowl?
it become more about the person who playing the game.
Gotcha. So it's about the personality. Yeah. But let me tell you something. I remember when I used to play Sonic or Crash Bandicoot or Mario Brothers or
I'm
all that
playing
shit,
that shit.
and I couldn't get past that shit.
right.
I would slam the controller. I go give me
Angry.
some Kool-Aid, and I come back and try to. Nigga, remember you get to that little board. It always be like board 5 or 6.
Yeah,
Like
Mario
the first
Brothers
few you
used to
go
chop my
through,
ass to
but
shreds.
5 or 6.
I'm gonna figure this shit out.
Man, it take you about 3 Tomb Raiders.
I ain't want no
I'm
Contra.
old as fuck, but
It was Contra.
Tomb Raider
and
was live
Mario
as fuck.
Brothers.
yeah, but like you get to that point that eventually I'm going to figure that
Resident
shit out.
Evil.
Yeah, like I'm gonna figure out how to. Oh, I know what to do. I gotta jump
Ooh,
off
I
the
ain't-
wall
I ain't-
onto the box.
I
and
ain't
jump
want
down.
nobody to tell me. Like, nigga, don't tell me, nigga. I'm gonna figure it out. It's like a movie. Nigga, don't tell me about this movie. I want to watch it. Don't tell me
King
about this
Cooper
game.
would kill
I wanna
my
play
ass
it.
at least 15 times before I beat him.
Jump on his head.
At least 15.
Update now, so it be like, shit, check out this new update. This is what you
Yeah.
do with the new update.
But I still think it's weird. But that goes against what we saying because I still think, like I said with my nephew, he doesn't play it at all. He just watches them play.
Yeah.
Like I can get
Shit
it if
is
you're
weird.
watching it to see how to beat this and see how to, but he just
I'm not
watches.
gonna make my mama pay $5.99.99
Hell
for the
no.
PlayStation 4, and I don't
ain't
play
playing
it.
that
and it's
motherfucker.
cool though, but he just watches them play.
Twitch. He on Twitch, he's playing NBA 2K the whole time. That's the whole point of him being on Twitch, right?
Right?
But people they watch his page because of his commentary at the same time. He talk about all the
Nobody got Adrian Peterson, right?
Exactly.
Adrian Peterson. I had the best commentary.
It ain't nothing like doing this, nigga.
Yeah, nigga.
Like nigga, you gotta press 6 buttons at once.
Y'all
Ain't
know about
nothing
me,
like that
nigga. I
shit.
had the pterodactyl offense, nigga. Nah, fuck that. I'm not watching you play, nigga.
It's just a
But-
different kind of brain
But
power. where you
I
can do it
guess
yourself.
I get it. But back to the original point. I don't know how the fuck we got where we got, but whatever. But back to the original point about clickbaiting. And it's we see it. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, like I've been a victim kind of before. Like I've read the headline, but like, man, that shit's stupid. And I click it and it be slightly different. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how we fix that. I think we're coming into a world where it's really hard. I saw
It's too much attention seeking for that to ever change again at this point, and no laws against it.
And are we getting to a point where, and we talk about this a lot, it's either all or nothing, like with political stuff, or because I saw where Van Jones was on The View.
Did he cry?
Nah, he didn't cry. But nah,
I'm
but,
always ask that
but,
question
but,
when I
but
hear
in
his
but in but in seriousness, he was on The View, and they asked him, was basically along the lines, and I might have the words wrong, kind of was he a sellout to black people? Because they said that they saw him cozying up to Donald Trump and being, buddy with Donald Trump, took pictures with Trump, but then turn around and cry and say, this is the best day of my life, and we finally got rid of. And I had problems with it. But I know a lot of people, they feel like that about Van Jones. They say the black people don't fuck with you or they don't like you and stuff like that. And he was shocked that they felt like that. But I feel like it's because, is it hard that we don't see that two things can be true?
Yeah.
Like, I
that's
cannot
hard.
like Donald Trump, but I'm also a part, for people who don't know Van Jones' work, he's part of the prison reform movement. He's part of trying to get, he's gotten thousands of people let out of jail. A lot of people who look like us here at this table. You get what I'm saying? And that's my mission. And if I have to work with Donald Trump, who's in office, to get that done, because a lot of people don't know this, but Obama passed a lot of legislation, right? To change the prison guidelines and the mandatory minimums and stuff like that. And Donald Trump could have let them expire, but actually he took what Obama did and expanded it.
Right.
So it's not like he created it. He just kind of expanded already what Obama was doing. And Van Jones kind of worked with him in some of those aspects to do that.
Right.
So now you turn around and say, you was cozying up with him. I cannot like him, but work with him for the benefit of what I'm trying to do, right? Have we lost that?
It's the council culture. Like them folks, like you do one thing that somebody don't like, and you're dead to them. Like you don't do your girlfriend or your boyfriend like that.
How do we survive that?
Man,
Like with anything, how do we survive that?
It's
you
tough.
grow.
For me-
Grow. I put it to you that way because there's been a time where if you did something to me and I didn't like it, I just didn't talk to you at all anymore. You know
Well, I
what
have-
I'm saying? But you just have to understand that we're not going to agree on all things, and it's perfectly fine. There are some things that we can agree upon. Like, we just want to work, provide for our family.
Okay,
I'm
so-
pretty sure everybody at the table had that common goal. Now, if you elect to support Trump or you like Tommy Lauren, am I gonna hate you for that? No, that's who he likes. If
No, I don't.
You like Bill Maher and I like
I
fucking,
don't like that.
fucking Trevor Noah. Are we supposed to hate each other now? Like that? They do the same thing. You know?
Okay,
it's
so-
entertainment.
So a question about that. Should he be surprised that black people feel that way about him when he's doing the photo ops and things? Because to be fair, when Wayne did the photo ops, they was like, you shouldn't have did that. You shouldn't have been taking
But
Judge me
Wayne,
off my
Wayne
work, man.
came out and he had, didn't he had a hat and he had everything.
No, I don't think Wayne had
No, I think he just was on it with
No.
a picture with.
No,
the
he just
man.
was.
That's-
It just was a regular picture, just like a
Yeah.
Van Jones
That's
was
it.
happy.
He
and
didn't say
he
make
did.
America great. He
A
didn't say
picture,
none of that
and
shit.
I heard people say that Wayne shouldn't have been up there with the photo op with Trump. So if you're gonna feel like that about Wayne, then yes, Van Jones could work with him. But you can also get why black people would say you shouldn't.
I
have
look
been up
at-
there with the
Aren't
photo
you
op.
in it for
But,
the common
guess
goal
what?
of getting things done?
But I look. Hold on, what'd you say?
Aren't you doing what you're doing to yield tangible solutions?
Results, right?
Right.
Yeah.
If that's what you're in it for, what's the problem?
I agree, but then you can't say that about Wayne because you don't. If Wayne's
Well,
in it for tangible solutions,
I look
don't
at
know.
it. I look
His
at it. I
solution
look
was
at it
not
kind of
doing
different
jail
though.
time.
I look at it kind of different. I'm not knocking Wayne. We already said it. Post Wayne, I get what Wayne doing. Survivor. You said Wayne not a
Right.
politician. He's surviving, right?
Right.
Van Jones is not personally a politician, but he's in politics.
Right.
And I look at it different because Wayne was to save Wayne. Van Jones is to save thousands. And if he's saving thousands of people that look like you're gonna tell this man he a sellout because he took a picture with these people, but yet he got thousands of people free or passing legislation to get thousands of people free that look like us. What are we talking about?
Well, for me, I don't think that Van Jones or anyone should be surprised of how black people see Van Jones, but I'm also with Van Jones of him trying to help shit move forward and do the right things as well. I get both sides.
I'm not shocked.
I get both of them.
I'm not shocked at the surprise.
I get both of them.
Nobody's shocked at the surprise. I think we, like Todd said, the council culture, we get.
Well, I think that was the original question. Like, are you surprised at how people are viewing Van Jones?
No, I never asked.
Or something of
maybe
that nature.
if I said surprised, I apologize, but I'm not talking about surprised. I'm asking, why can't two things be true?
I agree.
Why have
They
we
should be.
went so far down this hole? How does it happen? Because again, I'm looking at some loyal Trump supporters.
Right.
Wow.
They're not even, and we know them. We know them personally. Some of them were coaches of ours.
Right.
I don't understand how,
dummy.
like even right now, if that's who y'all supported, that's who y'all supported. But at what point, going back to the analogy when we first came on to the pod, at what point are we supposed to be trying to make this for the greater good of the team? Like I think now it's just, nigga, you either blood or you Crip. You either Democrat or you Republican.
Right.
It's no in
It's
between.
black and white.
And we cannot survive like that. We simply just can't.
Right.
It's no way to survive like that.
Well, it is. But it has
No,
to
it's
be,
not.
Well, listen,
bring it
let
into
me-
a house,
let me-
husband and wife.
let me
It's
explain.
no way to survive.
Let me explain.
Go
It's,
ahead, my
it's two
bad.
sides. It's either you're right or you're wrong. To me, so you need to be right.
You can't
Be right.
But
and I can't say that. I can't say
right.
that
That's kind of broad.
and I'm being funny. I'm being funny, but I'm being serious.
Right.
Todd thinks you fouled two down. He feels like he's right,
He's wrong.
but he feels like he's right.
He shouldn't.
But it doesn't matter. but being serious, this is
Right.
the problem that we have.
Right.
You keep saying he shouldn't. He feel like you shouldn't. You should see his side.
Right.
How do we find common ground? I'm being serious. How we find common ground? How do we fix this shit?
Again,
We have a real problem.
you
The $1 million question.
you have to understand that everybody doesn't think alike. You have to understand that everybody process things differently. You have to
Is that good or bad?
it's a great thing once you understand that, because I may learn some shit that
Well-
you may know, and you may learn some shit that I. You know what I'm saying?
Todd, then if you say that, then you're kind of, we got to figure this out, because you said that those people on the other side who feel like Trump and the Capitol rioters, they feel like they was right, Todd. Like you felt like you was
And
right.
that's
by
the main
filing for
reason
two.
why I asked
Right.
that
So
question.
that's what
'cause
I'm
you gotta
trying to
explain
figure
that.
out. How do we fix? You know how you felt about your situation.
Right.
How do you adjust to that? Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Ain't no
Shit.
answer.
You
I'll
said the
say.
You
$1 million
gotta
question.
but we, like you said, with that capital shit,
It's okay to say you
it's
don't
right
know.
or wrong.
It's okay to say you
because I
don't
don't.
know. I don't know.
Like, because I don't.
I don't know.
But what I'm saying to you is you can definitely talk to people to get their, you know what I'm saying, the way of thinking, their understanding, and maybe they can listen to yours as well.
You can, but then also when you get that way of thinking, don't mean you're gonna accept.
So,
it.
is it
But no.
wrong to agree to disagree?
For some people,
But no, it's not necessarily wrong
Not for
to
me.
agree to disagree. Hold on. It's not necessarily wrong to agree to disagree, right?
Right.
But
you still disagree.
But hold on. But the problem is coming in is like, well, who this said? Right and wrong.
Right and wrong,
So
right.
it's not a problem to agree to disagree, but people are thinking, everybody's thinking they're right.
Right.
So if you think you're right and you think the other side is wrong, that is the problem.
Yeah.
There is no agree to disagree. Nigga, you're wrong.
and I disagree. Oh, you disagree.
Hey, look, I know it sounds crazy. We talking in circles, but that's the shit that we fucked up about right
Life
now.
is a circle, guys.
Yeah, like
right
we-
now.
it's no common ground. Like, all right, I like I respect what you're saying. Like, I don't agree with that shit. You
Right.
can coach the way you coach, you're gonna get fired.
Right.
And you disagree
do
with
your
that.
thing.
You
Right.
disagree with that, right? You got to.
That's what I'm saying, like-
I ain't gonna get fired, niggas, because my way gonna work. So you
Absolutely.
Right.
So,
And so-
that's what I'm saying. But do I hate him for thinking that way?
No.
We moving forward. It's just it's just
And then
But
even
are
just-
you? Like, are you moving
Right.
forward if you don't really kind of agree or come together and agree?
who did it, like
Like, agreeing to disagree is just, for me, a disagreement. That's just me. Like, I get you agree to disagree, but you disagree.
Yeah, that is a disagreement.
It is, but
Yeah, like
I
the
guess it's
overall
just a-
pictures, we don't agree, which is a disagreement.
So,
But we just stopped there and we stopped trying to prove our sides, and but we
It
don't
just-
hate
but
each
that
other after
doesn't,
that.
to me, that doesn't fix anything. Agreeing to disagree doesn't really fix anything.
It lets me know how you
lets
feel.
Me understand
You
that
let me
compromise.
Right. That's all it is.
That's the magic word.
Right.
We can agree to disagree, but I'm gonna compromise and I'm gonna do whatever you saying.
But are some willing to do that if I disagree with you?
You do it daily, but because there are times in your house when you know you're right and you allows okay you're right, and then you because you know you're right, you wait and see the goddamn.
Who you talking about? Who the logic?
well, let me tell you how that goes in my house.
Shit.
Hey, let me tell you.
Agree to disagree?
Well, it does happen. Let me
That
listen.
nigga there?
Listen.
That nigga Hooter?
Let me explain my household.
Get the
please.
Hooter logic ready. Come on, get it ready.
Let me explain.
Come on. Here you go.
Let
Play
me
it, Dan.
explain
Who the
how
logic?
it works in my household. We agree to disagree, but in my head, I'm be like, I was right. You know I was right. We agreed to disagree,
Who the logic?
but I was right.
But you get where I was going. With
Yeah, but you asked the wrong person. That's the only problem. Shit.
No, we agree. I agree. I've learned to agree to
That
disagree.
nigga there, boy.
But I think that's what agree to disagree does. Like, you think you're right, I think I'm right.
But
And that's just how it goes.
But that go back to the point. And I
But
know
do
we've
you
been-
care that much about being right though? Do you honestly?
It
care
depends
about
on what
being
we're
right?
talking about. Some stuff, yeah.
I
Like
say
some
this,
stuff
I say
matters
this
like
all
that.
the time, and I'm gonna keep saying this no matter what I say. I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't care necessarily about being right or wrong. I
wanna
just
be
want to be
understood.
understood.
Right.
Because I feel like regardless, if you understand me, I'll shut up. I
Right.
promise I will. Like if you say like, if you understand me and you're comprehending that you understand me, I'll shut the fuck up. Because we can agree to disagree at that point. I just don't like being misunderstood. Because if I'm misunderstood, then you don't even get why I did what I did.
Yeah.
And then that's a problem. And that's all I be. That's it.
That's mainly what it be though.
That's it with anything.
That's mainly what agree to disagrees are too. In my opinion. Just
Got a lot of them opinions. We know.
But
But we can get out of
I
there.
don't wanna
But
speak for me.
I just to tie it back, I just really thought that, I just hate, whether you agree with Van Jones or you don't. I just hate that we've lost the art of being able to work with people who are not like-minded or not like us, and but still being able to find common solutions to common problems.
I forgot all of that stem from Van Jones.
Yeah.
You gotta agree to disagree about Van Jones.
Since we own politics, I might as well just stay here. I don't know if y'all saw this, but spurred by the Capitol riots, thousands of Republicans have dropped out of the GOP.
Good. Good.
Yeah,
good.
they losing numbers at a rapid pace, unseen in a while. A lot of people are just done. And I do believe, back to our point, it's because contrary to what we keep seeing on TV, they're gonna show you the hyper sides on both. Mm-hmm. The hyper right, the hyper left. Right. But I think by and large, most people are, maybe I'm naive, but I like to think that most people are common sense, good people. And I think that's why Joe Biden got in office.
I think so too. And I was going to ask you about, did you watch Bill Maher?
I hadn't watched it this week yet.
With that being said, do you think that the same thing's going on with the Democrats? Like, because they're being so extreme as Democrats, do you think that they're losing people also? Because they are.
I think that there's more people that are just coming to the middle like, hey, me and the girl was talking today. Mm-hmm. And I said that I think extreme people on both sides fall off. Mm. And you're going to have to come back to the center, where it's center Republicans, center Democrats, and those are the people that can agree to disagree. Those are the people that can say that what Trump did was wrong, but what you're trying to do with emissions or the environment or something is not
science
great yet. We can't get there, but we can try to figure out how to get there together.
So does that make people go to the other side though?
If you go center, what other side are you gonna go to?
You gotta pick. You're still picking a side because right now it's really just two sides. So if you go okay, I'll tell you where that comes from. Democrats are leaving to go to be Republicans because they feel like Democrats are being too democratic. Meaning there's 50, 60 schools in California that are changing names because Democrats feel like George Washington. You can't have a school named George Washington.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
And
and it's a lot of those types of
And that's
schools.
my point. Mm-hmm. I feel like
But that's making them go to the other side. Republican side.
But then you're gonna go to the other side to say like, hey man, we need to name this school George Wallace. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna push people back center. And I just like to think, and I could be naive as fuck, I just like to think the people in the center are gonna win. Which to me, if you can go from Democrat to Republican, Republican to Democrat, I feel like
You're
that's
really
gonna
center.
You're center.
Right, you're center.
Everybody's
If you go from
going
side
to the
to-
middle.
if you go from side
I
to
don't like
side-
the extreme on this side, so I'm going over here. I don't like the extreme on this side, so I'm going here, and it's putting people back in the center.
So-
and if you're not gonna be center, you're not gonna get in.
So with that being said, can you see yourself voting Republican? Depending on what the Republican is,
I'll say if it's
but-
somebody like a John Kasich or a Mitt Romney right now, yes, they look sensible. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying that they're running right now, but I could see people
sound like they are though.
I don't know what their plans are, but I'm saying I could see a Republican like that being like, okay, finally a motherfucker who
Calm at the head.
yeah, like we have disagreements, but I get his thought process and I can fuck with that.
But then again,
It should be where you can vote either or.
Right.
He-
Just
he-
depending on the right candidate.
Yeah.
he'll take the time to, do his research, know who these people are, know what they're running on. And party doesn't matter. It's about what you're running on. What are you gonna do for me and my family? How is it gonna look for the next 4 years as you being
Right.
the president?
What's your platform?
Right. So you can respect that then. You can't respect somebody. Well, I ain't gonna say you can't. You can respect somebody, but if you just thinking that they're voting
just
on
agree to
party
disagree?
alone, right? Pretty much. if you think it's just they're doing it based off party alone, they don't. This person has no plan, and you're gonna end up like the last 4 years of the presidency. Then you can say something about that. You see what I'm saying? Like if you're not gonna do your homework and find out about these candidates that's running in your area, then what's the point?
Yeah, agreed. And I wish I would have did that earlier because honestly, like I hadn't really done it like until Obama. And I would even the first time Obama was there, I really didn't do my research. I just knew he was a black man running for president, and I was going to vote for him.
Right.
That was my research.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as you get older, you do more research, and I wish that would start at an earlier age, but it starts when it starts.
Right, because you realize then that it affects you more than you knew.
That's when you know
what
it.
I'm saying?
Like
Right.
as an 18, 19,
18,
20-year-old.
you don't
that
have a
shit-
care in the world,
no
man.
fuck about no
Voting for
president.
what? Nigga, I'm a college student. I don't
Black
care about
man,
that shit.
I'm getting.
Black
I'm gonna go
dude,
vote.
okay,
for
I
him.
vote for him. He black, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I don't know if y'all saw this. We was talking about $15 an hour, but I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if y'all saw this, but new Walgreens CEO, Rosalind Ross Brewer,
It's a lot of $15.
Black girl magic, man. Will get nearly $25 million signing bonus in addition to a $1.5 million annual salary with Walgreens.
Big cheddar.
$25 million at once.
Weenie.
She got big goddamn
25
NBA
She got
salary.
$25 million to sign.
Hancock.
Yeah.
Cheddar. Let me hold something.
Yeah.
I could just imagine how many jobs I could quit. My wife signed that shit.
Yeah, but just wanted to give Ross her flowers. $25 million is just.
She get a lot of flowers with that shit.
Yeah. She
A
get
lot
the
of
whole
goddamn Valentine's Day flowers.
bouquet.
Shut up, Hootie.
Shit. Okay. Want some flowers?
Man, Hootie logic don't work in that dude.
Hell no. I don't think I could deal. I couldn't deal with that. Could you deal her signing for $25 million? Can you deal with a lady talking to you like that?
Yes.
Hell no, I can't. I'm sorry.
Whatever
Don't give
you
a fuck.
like.
Fuck that. Hell no. You gonna be like the little kid.
I know what I like, but what do you like?
You gonna be like the little kid on the video we sent that was like cussing.
Whatever you
Always make
like.
me clean up this motherfucking house. My dad ain't shit.
Hey, that nigga.
I would beat his ass in the game. He ain't shit. All he want to do is play the game, and I gotta clean up the goddamn house.
That
That's how
nigga,
you gonna be.
that nigga came over out the house highly upset.
That nigga mad about it. That's how nigga be outside.
I'm
She
sick
gonna,
of this motherfucking house.
she gonna see your ass on the vivid, or you sick of it, huh? Put your ass out. That nigga went off.
I'm hot about that shit, huh?
But shout out to her. That's dope. Black lady, CEO, Walgreens. That's dope.
Y'all getting diamonds in y'all face?
Depends on how much
Diamonds
money I
in my
got.
damn face.
I think what? I'm too old for that now.
Hey, you remember when we used to say, man, boy, if I wouldn't lie to a nigga, I'm gonna have a diamond encrusted beer can. So I can understand the ignorance now. But like we saw Uzi Vert, man, he dropped a diamond in the middle of his forehead. They reportedly a $25 million diamond right smack in the dab of his forehead. Sauce Walker. A lot of people sent me the Uzi Vert, but they didn't know of Sauce Walker for real. But Sauce Walker was the first person I saw do it. Had a $75,000, however much it was, $125,000 diamond teardrop on the side of his eye. And I know y'all like what the fuck y'all talking about? Implanted into their skin and stuck there. Would y'all do some shit like that if y'all
Absolutely not for the amount of money, not with nobody else eyeball, none of that shit.
It's hard for me to say because if I hit, like you said, if I hit that lotto that's $1 billion, my rules are limitless. You know what I'm saying? Of what I would do.
You ain't buying no diamond in
Not
your
in your
eye.
forehead.
Head on my eye.
But that's the crazy
Not
part
the
about
nigga who pierced his own ear.
Face. I pierced
the
my
first
whole
person
ear.
I've seen with the diamond in their face shit was Mr. Big.
But he had that shit.
He had his eye.
Yeah, he did
inside
have
his eye.
diamonds in
The
it.
first I saw was my boy. What's his name from Texas? We just said
Sauce Walker.
Sauce Walker. But his shit was gone today on the video. He was talking about a nigga who was talking about his diamond in his face. So I'm confused.
Well, no, it ain't happening. Hell no.
I wouldn't do it. I don't think I'd
Especially
do it.
what he
but
said, 25 million?
25 million.
And so when we talk about paying people $15 minimum wage,
Can we do it? Damn right.
yeah, you see all this money we would nigga.
Nigga
I mean, I know
blowing
that's his personal money, but I'm just saying, if a nigga quote unquote paid $25 million for a fucking diamond in his fucking forehead, yeah, we
All
can
my
do
friends are dead.
His shit will look weird. His diamond look dead. Somebody.
All my friends are dead.
it. Yeah, that shit tacky.
That shit make him look like a real life alien.
Did y'all see that Lil Baby? It's set to open a restaurant in Atlanta. They didn't give more details on it. I don't have many details, but we know he hot as fuck with the music scene. But he's expanding his entrepreneur reach and gonna open a restaurant in Atlanta. Did y'all see that?
I didn't see it, but I know that shit finna pop.
Yeah, I ain't see it, but it's dope of what he's doing as a person, and he been like that. Like when I saw like one of my first interviews of him, he just talked about how much money he saves and
Right.
things of that nature. And you see many
Right.
rappers talking about that shit at that time. So
At his
him
age.
at his age, especially at his age,
Right.
but showing him invested in other things, then I can see him in that light. DJ always say that shit. I can see him in
Yeah.
that light of a Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Growing as a mogul and even at an
And
earlier
people-
age.
And I know people going him as Jay-Z. If you don't know, then just
Don't worry about
Right.
it. Just that man got a
Not
bright,
talking about
he has a
rapping
bright
and shit. We
my
talking
bad.
about-
He has a bright future,
Right.
stupid fucks. That's what basically what it means.
He ain't no Jay-Z. They gonna be like thinking they gonna take that shit and say that you compare him and say that he can rap as good as Jay-Z. It's like,
I mean,
did you
if
listen to anything I
If
said?
I'm gonna compare it to him like that, then just being honest.
It might be a clickbait week.
But clickbait all you want. Just being honest. I don't know if Jay-Z ever had a hot run in the South like this, like Lil Baby has.
Well, not in the South. Baby can't do no wrong here.
I know somebody who would tear you up for that.
He won't. He could try, but he won't win it. So it's okay.
They ain't gonna agree
And
with
I'm
you
a
real
bigger
bad.
Jay-Z. And to be fair, I'm a bigger Jay-Z fan than I am a Lil Baby fan. But that's just being honest.
So you saying that Jay-Z ain't never been as big as Lil Baby?
I must say, no, I ain't say that. Fuck no, I ain't say that. Because Jay-Z is bigger than anybody ever. I'm saying musically, the run that Lil Baby is having in the South, I didn't see Jay-Z have this kind of run in the South. No, I didn't.
Not in the South.
Not even
South.
like maybe up north, and it's just because they all who
Maybe
they
up
are.
north?
Maybe.
So Jay-Z, even up north, didn't have this kind of run that Baby having in the South.
Being realistic, no. Like this man
But you
man
didn't
run,
live up north, so you don't know.
Right.
but this man run is kind of crazy. Like the only run I can
That
really
statement that you making might be kind of crazy.
Hell
It
yeah.
might be, but the only person I've seen, me personally, who I've witnessed have a run like this, honestly, is Wayne.
Cause them up north niggas ain't turning that shit
You
on.
tripping.
It's a Wayne. What?
Jesus.
Mm,
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
He had a-
Hell yeah. Hell
had
yeah.
a-
Come on, man.
he had a run, but I'm still. He did. Jeezy went crazy, but I think Lil Baby's run is kind of different level too, though. I just do. That's okay.
He on some
But that's
superstar
my-
shit. We can agree on
He
that.
That's
definitely on
fine.
a
That's
hell of a
fine.
run, but I just don't think that. I don't know. I just think that your statement,
So Jeezy or Baby run right now?
Jesus,
1 year run.
like the way
Let's just
Jesus.
say
1 year
1 year.
run?
1 year run.
Jeezy came in
turn
a
that
little
Jeezy,
different than Baby, man.
Jeezy's whole movement, man.
I never seen nobody
different.
control a club like that.
Club, nigga, a fucking concert, wherever you went.
But what I meant by club is you go in a club and every song is
song.
Jeezy.
Well, I
Every
think
song,
that's
right.
different.
Now baby, he's
And-
not bullshit.
Right, and I was gonna say that
like they
because
even
I was
tried
gonna
to-
say that. I was gonna say we don't go to clubs like that no more. But when
That's
I go,
true.
Lil
That's very
Baby
true.
is rocking every single song in the club right
He
now.
should right now.
And that's all I'm saying. Right.
It ain't
So-
every single song, nigga. I might not go in the club, but I see a lot of Instagram people in that motherfucker. And I don't always hear Lil Baby on that bit.
It's a lot. I'll
You
say
be-
that.
Sexy
It's
little
a
hoe.
lot.
Let me go in there and throw baby.
You don't even know the nigga name who sing that song.
Throw baby. Throw baby.
Who sing that song?
I'm trying. I don't know, but
Who sing that song?
All I know is give us
Don't
some
know
throat
the nigga
babies,
name. Don't know the nigga name. So that's his one song. Yeah, that's cool. Don't even try.
Spot him, got him.
Don't even try. Don't worry about it.
Trying to get away from me.
Whatever.
Knock your legs off.
You know, nothing,
Yeah.
nigga. name.
I'm just telling you the shit I hear in the club. But back then, nigga, Jesus.
I hear. Yeah.
From
Right now, the
10
name you
o'clock
know,
to 2 o'clock.
the baby. The name
I
you
get
know
it.
now,
I get
it's
it.
Lil
But
Baby.
somebody you gonna have problems with people about that Jay-Z
Come on,
tape.
yeah.
I don't really talk to nobody, so I don't really give a fuck about nothing with anybody outside of the podcast have to say. So keep it to yourself or tell one
Because they
I
gonna
don't
disagree
care.
to disagree.
Exactly. I'm not gonna agree to disagree. I'm gonna say fuck you. I don't care. That's what I believe.
Any new music? Anybody listen to any new music? We saw it was some singles.
Pooh
a bunch of
Shiesty?
singles.
I have a list of them, but I don't know none of them. Polo G.
No, don't tell me nothing that just came out that you ain't listened to, man. Come on. Man.
I listened to none of these songs on this list. None of them.
Benny the Butcher, him and JID.
JID.
They dropped. That was a dope ass single.
Yeah.
What was the name of that song?
I think with Conway. No.
Conway. Yeah, I'm sorry,
Conway.
not
It was
Benny. I'm
Kanye.
sorry, Conway, the machine.
It's called, what the fuck is that song called?
Bum Talk. I can find it.
It was
Yeah,
dope though.
It was dope as fuck.
I got it in my listen now. So let me find it.
Niggas don't know no music. Music been. I will say
been
with
fucking up
music,
this
music ain't been that great lately. Like nobody dropping right now. What y'all listening to heavy right now? No, not old stuff, but what are you listening to right now that's current?
Ballads is the single with JID and Conway. It's called
Yeah,
Ballads.
ballads.
Honestly, fool, albums of old shit. I don't listen to no new shit for real. Like I've been listening to albums of Al Green or goddamn who else? Johnny Walker, shit like
This
that.
nigga called me old for taking.
You just listen to the blues, boy.
The nigga called me old for taking medicine, and all he named was shit from
I think music is different, nigga.
classic soul ballads, 1930. Goddamn,
Music is different.
I got you.
Dope
nigga
Boy
said he was
Raw. Nigga, Dope Boy Raw.
Louis Armstrong.
And Ray Charles, goddamn. nigga, that's a hell of a balance, boy. Dope Boy Raw and Ray Charles. Dope Boy Raw in the gym, Ray Charles at home in the office.
I've been on J. Cole a lot this week.
I know
And,
somebody gonna get you for that.
Yeah.
Listen
I had to
that-
go back.
Listen
and-
to that bad music.
I had to go back and try to compare the two albums and yeah.
What two?
Sideline Story and Forest Hill Drive.
I don't remember what was on Sideline Store.
Forest Hill Drive is definitely a live album to me.
I got Forest Hill Drive as an album.
Which one
I
was
need to
even
go back
Sideline
and
Story?
Listen to Sideline Story.
It was young J. Cole, no hair.
His best product though, to me, is Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights. You
I
always say
agree.
that.
When y'all nigga put me on that Friday Night Lights, that shit was just different.
That's when maybe it's biased because when you first become a fan of a person, maybe their first music
No,
was
that
the
shit
best.
cold.
That was his first.
But
music.
we always say sometimes artists, them first projects be liver
It's
than the
nothing to
later
top
projects
them
because
all.
they be hungry and don't have shit yet.
Right.
Who goes against that? Kendrick to me, but for y'all,
I
For
would have
me,
to go
no.
Kendrick or Drake.
Cause Kendrick early projects was when Todd first put me on Kendrick.
The mixtapes to me.
Man, them whole
boy.
extra cold blooded. I remember we went to Wells Fargo for some reason
Man,
and he was
hell
playing
yeah.
Kendrick and that shit was live.
well,
Overly
is there?
dedicated.
Is that well for me? For Kendrick, it is his. What's his album? What's the album? What's the album? Good Kid, Mad City is still the best for me, but Damn is pretty damn good too. So I'll say he stayed pretty consistent.
Even with Moneybag.
But with that, yeah,
His early projects was better than
I ain't listened to what he been putting out lately.
name somebody who shit has gotten better as they got older. For me, Lil Baby.
Ross.
Baby,
Ross.
Ross.
For me, Lil Baby, Ross.
Currency.
I wouldn't say that because I would say
Currency
that
still
one
like
Currency.
every
Yeah.
three.
Man.
It's still, what was the one we loved?
Who you said
We
that?
talked about it. What was the one we loved? Oh, Currency.
I said that. I think Dirk has gotten a lot better older than the old Dirk. Yeah.
him
yeah,
and
yeah.
was it him and
Him and Harry Fraud.
no him and the guy who did Benny shit. Who did Benny shit? The producer who did Benny shit.
Nigga got all this technology in front of him.
Nigga want to use their brain, goddamn.
Nigga, Google it, goddamn.
Dummy.
Hit Boy.
Hit Boy, the one that Currency and Hit Boy did.
I don't think
Didn't
got one together.
he didn't?
It's him and Harry Fraud.
All of them? I thought he had one that. What was the one we liked? The one you finally I think came on board. I thought it was
With gold bottles,
Golden Chrome and shit.
golden chrome.
That's the Currency you came on board.
Who?
I'm talking about Currency. When you came on board with Currency, I was like, this shit here, hit a little different.
No, I felt like that was one of his better albums, but now I've been listening to Currency.
Yeah.
Now I've been listening to Currency when it was Currency and Wayne and Currency C Murder.
Well,
and shit
not
like
that. I'm saying like when you actually thought he was good though.
I've always thought he was dope. I just thought that was his best album.
Was it the Outrunners?
Yeah, Outrunners.
That's Harry Fraud. That's Harry Fraud.
Yeah,
That's
I
Harry
thought that
Fraud.
was his best album to me.
Yeah.
And then Can't Get Right tried to argue me saying it was that other shit, and then we went and listened to that other shit, and that
That
other shit,
was just other shit.
other shit.
That Outrunner shit was hard, fool.
Yeah, that shit was like
That
to
shit
me.
was smooth.
That was one of his. I'm not gonna say it's his best by it because, you know, it's other stuff that may be classic, but to me, today for me, that was one of his best battles.
I don't know why I thought he did some shit with Hit Boy. Maybe he needs to.
Nah. Him and Harry Fraud in that pocket right
But I did go on a Ross run too. I mean, you said new shit, but that's the newest shit I went on a run of. I went on Hood Billionaire, God Forgives I Don't, and Mastermind. I went on a Ross run this week.
I get it.
Yeah.
Ross shit be, especially his
Hell
later
yeah.
Once you get past the first one, I feel like the rest of them
You just gotta listen to them all.
Hell yeah.
But it's been hard to listen for, and it's like for me, it's like movies. Like it's hard to watch movies over and over, new ones, and as well as music. But I can listen to old music over and over and watch.
Y'all gonna think this crazy, fool. I don't know why I brought this up.
because you
but
crazy.
When I was in the office, you know, I was doing some little work and shit this week, and I went back and listened to Chestnut Checkers.
I get it. It's your shit.
But like it like I went on my mixtapes and listened to it, and it made me like I was like, damn, I put a whole body of work together.
Ain't nothing wrong with watching your highlight tape. That's all.
That's
you
true.
do.
It
No,
just-
it's your highlight tape.
You gotta hold it on like
Watch your highlight tape. cuz.
It just kind of threw me off. Like, damn, like when you think about all the stuff you've done over a span of time, it's like,
That's one of the only.
damn, I put together
one
a
of the
whole
only-
body
Did
of
you,
work.
did you
It's
sit
one of
back
the
and be like, damn, I would lie?
Hell yeah, bro. Hey, I don't care what nobody say. People can argue me down. I had some spittage. It was only one song shouldn't have been on. One or two songs shouldn't have been on there.
That's the only album I have in my iTunes, like downloaded.
Yeah.
So,
I might have some CDs somewhere, right? You know, we had all the CDs and shit at our house.
had
I
all
might-
them bitches.
I might have a
PC,
CD
all
laying
that shit
around
on
somewhere.
my
A whole
laptop.
bunch of shit. Chestnut Checkers, my shit, nigga. By the way,
Yeah.
for new
Motherfucker.
listeners,
You own your music?
huh?
You own your music?
Yeah, man. I need to find out where my money is.
That nigga shit
I looked at my little ass cap.
Shit going to your old
I
address.
got my
goddamn.
ass cap account stuff in there, and I need to go see. I feel like they got a check somewhere for me.
Yeah, you're just sitting there.
Ain't it? Wasn't it Nipsey's birthday? I don't want to be wrong, but wasn't
They
his?
dropped
is
some
his
kind of
something
virtual
was
shit. I
recent.
don't know what it
Yeah,
was.
they did drop a virtual
About,
album.
yeah,
Yeah, it's supposed to come on like Amazon Live, on something live, YouTube Live.
YouTube Live. It
YouTube
came on. Jack sent me that shit yesterday.
I'm pretty
Shout
sure.
out
I'm gonna go peep it out. It's like his album live. I think
Right.
it'll be dope though.
I want to
Oh, I know what I meant to tell you. Jay Stone.
What's that?
That's Nipsey's artist.
California.
Yeah, from
I've
about
been
him?
that
listening to him.
nigga tough.
Shouts out to Cheeto.
His, his,
Cheeto.
Yeah, my boy Cheeto, like he found Jay Stone. He was like, "You sent me this," and when he sent
Jay
it to
Stone.
me,
Live?
like one day I got lost on YouTube
Let me
and
look him up.
I discovered him. So when Cheeto sent that, I was like, he was like, "Man, you be on that Jay Stone?" I was like, "I don't know who that is,"
Yeah.
but when he sent it, it made me realize like, "Oh, that's Buddy."
yeah, Buddy from Nipsey.
Yeah, he pretty dope.
that's his artist.
Definition of Pain.
Yeah,
Jay
he pretty
Stone.
dope.
That's the album. Him.
Yeah.
He got a crip.
Yeah, that's him.
Rag on.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's him. He got
I'm
that.
gonna press play so as soon as I get in the car to come.
He
on.
look like Lil Bud off Deuce Hill.
Yeah.
Deuce Hill, nigga.
Deuce Hill.
I want to talk to y'all about something. Sports. LeBron.
Giant.
He basically said that they shouldn't be having an All-Star game in Atlanta. He said,
He ain't the
I'd
only
be
one.
there physically, but not mentally. He said, basically, I have zero energy and zero excitement about an All-Star game this year. I don't even understand why we're having an All-Star game. I saw a lot of people respond basically saying that LeBron's kind of selfish, that everybody's not playing their 60th game like him. It's a lot of young cats. This their first time getting in, or this their second time getting in. They're still very excited. Do y'all think that LeBron got a point, or should LeBron kind of be quiet? If you feel like how you feel, shut up, move on, and let these young kids enjoy what they.
Now, because the younger cats are feeling the same way.
Darren Fox said that shit like it's stupid.
He said it's just stupid.
He verbatimly said it's stupid.
He don't want to do it either. So it's a
how
lot
long
of
Darren Fox been in the league?
2 years.
No, he been in that long. He came
Not
in
many.
with ball.
Nigga said 2 years.
3 years. Not many. He ain't that old.
I know it's been a while.
He's still a young cat. He's still sort of say he's still a young cat.
He about 4-5 in.
He's still a
about
young
4
cat.
years.
He's still a young cat, and all in all, it's about health. So when you look at it like that, is he crazy for saying that? No, because I think it's for the health of the league. It's for why are we gonna go over here? This is basically a party,
Right? And
let us stay together as a team and not mix teams and mix.
And you already don't want us shaking hands after the game. So what the fuck we have?
Exactly, nigga. You don't think we about to get in this locker?
Right.
So now we're a team. We can shake hands because we're a
Crazy,
separate
man.
team into one team. Y'all stupid.
I
that
think-
shit just don't make
I
sense.
think I get it a little different in the year of COVID.
Right. And that's the only reason.
I don't have no problem with what he said. With that.
Yeah, me neither.
Because I think it's stupid too, and I think the NFL, the NBA, PA is stupid for agreeing to this shit too.
But why does everything have to? It seems like with the NBA, and I get it, it's Bron. It's like his word is gospel. Like there are other superstars too.
Well, no,
in the league.
but the NBA has always had a star above the stars.
This is true.
It's always been
like
a
it's Jordan,
Kareem.
but right.
Kareem. It's been a Magic. It's
Right.
been a Jordan. It's been a Kobe. It's
Mm-hmm.
been a LeBron, and LeBron is it. He's
This
the
is true.
cat. He's the big dog.
But I haven't heard from any others, so I wonder what they think too.
Who next?
Gotta say Steph.
It's a big second level of a number of niggas. KD, Steph,
Right.
Kyrie's, Harden's,
Who's supposed
Chris
to be?
Paul.
Is it KD?
It should be Chris Paul since he's the president of the NBA PA or whatever.
No.
I would think.
It's always
player?
always the dog on the court now. It's
Right.
never it is never the most vocal or you're good at organizing. It's always you got the nigga. Think about who we just named.
the next
Kareem, fucking Kobe, Jordan. You got to be the dog.
And to be fair, the next dog on the court doesn't really speak up about this type of shit.
Maybe not, but
So I don't
maybe
know.
He's not next.
So that's why it's Steph Curry's, the KD's, the James Harden's. They're next, and none of them are outspoken in that manner or care.
Well, they
don't
still
care,
maybe
but
under Bron. So is it more
Right.
like a Giannis?
It's like a Bron, and then that's why I say Chris Paul because he's the next voice to me in the
Chris
NBA.
Paul, is
Like, think
with
about it.
Bron.
But-
Chris
but-
Paul and Bron going out probably about the same time.
I get it, but that's the next voice in my
It's
opinion.
not.
Think about it
It
like
definitely
in
can't
a
be
bubble.
Chris
In a
Paul.
bubble,
Just over the
his voice was the biggest in the bubble.
Yeah, it definitely
Just
can't be Chris
the
Paul.
Players Association. I get why you say Chris Paul, but if you're talking just basketball,
It's always been the
gotta
best
be.
player.
Well,
in
I'm
the
not.
league.
I'm saying. So who is it?
That's why I just asked who's
And-
next.
And
KD or Steph.
That's the problem. I feel like
KD or
it's
Steph.
Well-
no voice next.
well, I'm thinking you're asking now who's the next voice after Bron. Like
Right.
right now, if you had to list some
It's-
people, I would say Bron, Chris Paul is voice wise. That's just,
But it can't be Chris Paul. Chris Paul is leaving with Bron.
Well, I'm not saying
if
that. Like,
Chris Paul and Bron is
well, I'm saying what I'm saying is today, who has to speak up for the league? LeBron, and today, Chris Paul. Like I get like going forward, it has to be someone else. I get that.
Nah,
who's
I
it going to be?
I
don't
guess
know.
what I'm saying is the dog. It's always the dog. Chris Paul's not a dog.
I disagree, but that's okay.
Okay, you disagree. You mean to tell me Chris Paul is Magic or Kareem?
No, but he's
Okay,
he's a
Chris,
real.
is
he's
Chris
real-
Paul Jordan?
No,
Is Chris Paul Kobe?
no.
Okay, so goddamn, do I need? Is Chris
No.
Paul LeBron?
Tell me who it is then.
That was my question. Who is next? It's not Chris Paul.
I
though.
answered you. You disagree, but you're not telling me who.
Ty, you get what I'm trying to say?
I get
like
exactly
who's
what
the
you're
next
Who's the
young
next
guy?
one? Right.
Who is it? John Morant? Is it Giannis Antetokounmpo? Who is it? It's definitely not Chris Paul. Chris Paul can't do it because it's Bron right now.
I get that.
Yeah,
but
so
you,
who's next?
I get you don't get what I'm saying either. Then apparently, but I don't know to answer your question.
Steph
That's
or
it.
KD.
It's okay to say you don't know.
I did, but
Steph or KD.
and I don't think it's neither one of them. I don't think it's either one of them. So who is it?
I don't know. That's
Chris
a good
Paul.
question.
Definitely
Definitely not Chris Paul. though.
Steph or KD.
He not Steph ain't about to say shit, and KD don't care enough, in my opinion.
KD doesn't care enough. I will agree with you on that. He doesn't. But
don't care about none of that
when he
shit.
does address whatever it is that they're saying he don't care about, it's almost like
The earth is flat.
right. You can't be Kyrie.
Hell, no,
Kyrie.
that nigga got gray hair. He too old, apparently, according
He
to that. Shit, so
But that's what I'm saying. Like and it's just being hypothetical. When Jordan was leaving,
it was Kobe.
you could see where it was
See where
going.
it was going. Right.
You could see. And when Kobe was leaving, you could see where it was going.
Well,
True.
can you see where it's going now? Meaning it's going to a place of where nobody cares. Because it seems like a lot.
I don't think it'll ever
I
be a
don't-
place
right.
where nobody cares.
Right.
as much. About
You have
that type of-
coaches out speaking about injustices and shit now. So like Doc Rivers, Steve
Yeah,
Kerr.
you do.
So you just kind of got
Pop,
with
even
the
Pop
player.
talk
Right,
all
Pop,
the time
right.
about it. He old, you know what I mean?
yeah, antique coach.
But we can't think of a player.
Yeah, and it wasn't to. It's okay. Like it's okay to not know who's
Right.
next. Like you said, it's okay to not know.
Right.
But I was just curious who's next because that was actually my biggest point. Like we don't know who's next. That was my whole point in asking that question to put that out there because I didn't think that y'all would have an answer.
CP4, goddamn, his son, maybe.
Um, Jackson State. I don't know if y'all saw it. Dion, man, he added even 8 more people to that historic signing class.
Man.
Right now, man, they basically sat at maybe 41st in the country.
Or the first of the country.
Yeah, with signing classes, one of the best HBCU signing classes. Now,
Right.
anybody who know anything about sports, I'm skeptical to see how it go. I want him to do well because I feel like if he does well, it does well for all HBCUs, especially in the football realm. But you got to put the product on the field, and you got to win some championships. You got to win games.
Right.
But we can't take away from what he was able to command with the attention and the kids he was able to sign.
Right.
Just wanted to give him a shout out and highlight, what he was able to do with the torch he's been given over there at Jackson State.
You know what I hate? Like it's his first year, right?
About to be.
People are gonna say championship or bust with the recruiting class that he got, with the transfers that he got in there, all of that.
Is that the case though?
Trust me, Hootie. They're gonna be asking for his job if he don't go to the Celebration Bowl if they have that.
Okay.
They're gonna be asking for his job because that's what we, and I say we, I mean our skin color and pigmentation the people do. If they don't get the results that we,
Can they do that with a Dion though? Because who are they gonna ask for? After
man,
Deion?
I've seen a coach this year in high school go undefeated, but they wanted the coach fired. Because I swear to God,
For what
the
reason,
fans
though?
wanted the coach fired. They hollering in the stand.
For what,
They
though?
ain't lost the game.
And I don't
For-
really
I
want
don't
to
know
put
what
that.
is.
And maybe I'm wrong. I don't, not to step on your point, but I don't want to put that on just black people. They was talking to Steve Sarkisian. And they was asking about the pressure at Texas. Nigga, when you take these kind of jobs,
Now,
that's
you
what
know
they
at
already
Texas-
said that Auburn coach falling behind on something already. I'm like, God damn, the nigga ain't played it down.
Right.
Like,
been there but 3
that's
days.
just part of big
But we
college
do know
football.
how Texas operate. Now you can't.
So that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, nigga, when you take a job, and I know Dion knows this, because like when you take that kind of job, and what it is the attention that you command. It ain't really necessarily like when you get that kind of attention and you start saying, "Hey, we the best, and we gonna get the best, nigga. You better be the best."
And even-
I think
even-
he knows that.
Right.
I think he knows that, but even with that, I don't think he's in that type of danger though. I think that they already see this right here as a success because it is.
Right.
Like you never see shit like
and-
that. So I don't think you're gonna be like championship or bust. I don't think that for Dion. I think Dion got a long-standing career there, even if he's subpar and average, because he's still better than what they
Because
had
let's
before.
just face it, in the SWAC right now, Alcorn State is the team to beat in football.
Right, because they've been dominating that shit.
Yeah.
last
So
few
like,
years.
and then, although Dion getting all his attention, nigga, you still
you still got to play
you
the
still got
challenge.
some people over there in
Right.
your state you gonna have to deal with.
Right.
And you see that often, that a lot of time, even with the bigger schools, the number 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 recruiting classes, they still say, well, we do still need 2-3 years. Like, wasn't Texas having some good recruiting classes and Auburn having good recruiting classes and, shit
Florida
like that still
State,
happen.
we was
LSU.
getting top 5.
LSU
We
had
getting
one of the
top
top,
5.
and we went
Right.
3 and whatever, 4 and whatever.
But you
or
lost a
whatever,
lot.
whatever. We did, but we still had that top
But they
recruiting
wasn't
class.
saying fire Ed Ogeron.
Yeah, I heard that. I saw that. I didn't agree with it, but I saw
You
it.
gonna always see that from the extreme fans. They was talking
Right.
about one time fire Nick Saban. Like
Right.
you silly motherfucker.
Dummy.
Give it to him, Dennis. You stupid motherfucker.
Be there.
Fire Nick. Speaking of Nick Saban in Alabama, they turned in another top
They said this
one
the best
recruiting
ever.
class, and they saying that
They
this
said
is
the
one of
best
the
ever?
best recruiting classes.
I need to see this class. I need to see this class.
It's gonna
these
be what it
players,
is.
and
Like
Right.
it's classic Alabama. That's it.
Right. They just probably finna plug a
They
red
said,
shirt freshman in there and let him ball.
They said that they won national championship. They said they got back Tuesday, whatever it was.
Got
The
on the road.
next
work.
day, my man was in there. What we doing for next year? Like,
he
he
had
had him
to.
in a staff meeting the very next day.
He had to at that point because COVID delayed shit and it was a little further out than normal. But that sounds like Nick Saban to me.
Yeah.
Sounds exactly like Nick Saban.
And it's crazy. Like you say, his recruiting pitch. That's some pimp shit. What he hit you? with.
Yeah, I don't know if people had a chance to see that, but that's a right recruiting pitch.
Right.
If you go to a player and I say, "Hey man, you can come here and start over going to Alabama. Don't go to Alabama because you can come here and start." Aren't you saying that Alabama? This is what
It's team to ride.
Nick Saban was saying. Ain't you basically saying that Alabama better than you? And if you come to Alabama and you're a freshman, but you're going against the future number 1 pick,
You're gonna be
you're
better.
getting better because you're playing against the best
The best
players.
players,
You're
right.
better than starting at Georgia for that.
But he did it with every position. He talked about the receiver. He talked about a left tackle versus the DN. And at every position, he had a younger kid going against a future first rounder. You get better here. So, yes, we breed competition. Yes, we want competition here. Right. And I think that's the thing to be said about Nick Saban and what it is that they do. We don't shy away from competition. And we're going to go get the top 6 running backs in the country. We want them all to come here.
Right.
Dope. Speaking of the best, Aaron Rodgers, the motherfucking MVP. Think he deserved it? I think so.
Of course.
Shit, I was just about to say, somebody who else deserved that?
Patty Mahomes put up a good fight for it. But Aaron Rodgers was
Not
different.
The numbers he.
Aaron Rodgers was different because I think that Patty Mahomes had a better offensive squad.
Yeah.
So with Aaron Rodgers having not the best compared to that offensive squad, and he still did what he did. I think that was pretty.
Shouts out to Aaron Rodgers. He's a motherfucker, man. Like
super motherfucker.
We can't really say nothing else about him.
That
I think he
nigga got
deserved it.
amazing.
Yeah.
To me, I think that Brady's the GOAT, but the most athletically gifted quarterback I've ever seen is Aaron Rodgers. In my opinion, arm strength, athleticism, accuracy, doing more with less. He's better.
Yeah.
And if you put him in those different, that's my opinion.
It's hard to argue with you on that.
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, people around our age range, we have seen some of the best quarterbacks
Yeah.
in the history of the game.
Easy.
Man. Like we can argue for some of the greats. We've seen Joe Montana. We've seen Steve Young. We've seen Marino. We've seen Favre. Then Favre got replaced by Rodgers. We've seen Brady. We've seen Peyton Manning. Drew Brees. We've seen some quarterbacks. And even we've even seen some career quarterbacks like the Phillip Rivers and the Roethlisbergers.
Exactly. And you see
Kurt Warner came in and at his age
did
had
a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Warren
good
Moon.
career. Yeah.
Warren Moon. Don't fit Warren.
Yeah, Warren Moons, the McNabbs. We've seen some
McNair.
good ass quarterback. McNair. Yeah, we done seen some good quarterbacks.
The golden era of quarterbacks, goddamn. Everybody, I think going forward, it's probably going to be that argument in their era.
Well, the way
But I don't want to
stat-
hear you about
the
your
way-
quarterbacks in Super Bowl I. I don't give a shit about them, okay?
Bart Starr's just
Fuck
good.
Boston. They got 800 yards
He
passing.
played in the Ice Bowl.
Yeah, goddamn.
With 3 for goddamn 3 for
800
13.
800 yards passing the whole
Running
year.
back had 9,000 yards.
Right, goddamn. The pro
Larry
form.
Zonko, right?
Pro form, goddamn.
Tell you, them niggas in the
Nigga running the option in
wishbone.
the NFL. Also, we saw a lot of awards. Offensive Player of the Year, Derrick Henry, running back, Tennessee Titans.
Easy.
Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald.
Again?
I saw
His
but-
third time. His third.
Yeah,
That's
third
his
time.
At a DN?
Yeah, J.J. Watt thought his brother should get it.
So,
Of course.
your brother.
I don't know.
He put the numbers. He put the numbers side
I mean,
by
the numbers
side.
matter, but his brother was.
I know watching football and you
watch.
watch Inside the NFL and you watch what's that show? Come on, when they be with the football team.
Hard knocks.
Hard Knocks. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Todd. That would be
Yeah,
sharp.
you got all this technology. I'm over here plucking. God.
Yeah, but when you watch that, everybody that you see be scared of Aaron Donald. Fucking right.
That man, and that man don't play the ready. Like even with his teammates, he was like, "Man, don't touch me. That nigga crazy.
Yeah,
that nigga a different kind of. Don't touch me."
I know a guy once.
You knew a guy.
He was was crazy like that. But yeah, shouts out to Aaron Donald, man, on that. So
Hall of Famers. We got a lot of first ballot Hall of Famers. Charles Woodson, Peyton Manning,
Deserving.
Receiver for the Detroit.
Megatron.
Goddamn Megatron. It was some others, but for me that was the highlight. John Lynch. John Lynch also made it to the Hall of Fame.
John Lynch probably should have been there, shouldn't it?
Was a 9-time Pro Bowler and is the third member of the 2002 Super Bowl champion. Bucks.
Has Palomalu? Because it's about time for him to be up.
He should be up for the running.
Because Ed Reed already went.
Ed Reed in
Yeah, where
already.
Palomalu at?
Troy got to already be in there, fool.
He not in there.
Man, Troy used to not.
He not in there, but look and
Alan
see.
Faneca, too.
Alan Faneca, yeah.
Faneca.
Bill Nunn.
Don't know him for real like that. He probably played with Bart Starr.
Drew Pearson.
Drew Pearson,
Drew
for the Cowboys. Remember him?
Let's see. Troy Polamalu. He's not in the Hall.
Calvin Johnson, like that. And Calvin Johnson, the third person under age 35 to make it to the Hall of Fame. So, nigga, that's a feat in the goddamn self. Shouts out my dog Charles Woodson.
Yeah, I don't understand why Palomalu ain't in that thing.
How long he been retired? Did it say?
Last game. But that nigga got stats over that bitch.
No. It says he in there.
Palomalu?
That's what it says.
He should be.
Damn. Where we been?
Wait, hold on.
Come on.
Yeah, because his retirement was 2015.
Right.
So this is the first year.
He been.
Oh yeah, January 2020. So he just went in last year.
Oh, last year. Oh, damn, how the fuck? I guess
We
we
missed
missed
that.
attention.
Yeah.
We was too hyped.
Okay, cool. Well then we
Congrats,
was right.
Troy.
'Cause I was about to say.
Yeah. Shouts out to that. Fuck is
Look at
that,
that nigga.
Todd? He wanna
Nigga
add
on that porny
place your-
channel.
Place your
XXX.
ad.
That's it. Them niggas will put an ad. And don't you hate when they give that cartoon ad? Like, bitch, I don't
Yeah, I want you to cut. But hey,
I want the real thing.
crushing.
hey, you ever caught yourself looking at that cartoon though? Like, God damn, that cartoon working.
Nah, I be them pills. Damn, I wonder if them bitches work. Bitch be like, damn, I'll give you an extra inch. Shit, I can
Extra
use an
8
Pro
inch
P is
Johnson.
9 inches.
I can use an extra inch.
A little inch won't hurt nobody.
Dummies.
Or maybe.
Hey, man, I had a fuck it. I'm finna just ask, man. I had a little story and I ain't want to use it because I heard it on another platform, but I swear I had wrote it before I heard it.
It is what it is.
But fuck it. Y'all ever went to the gas station and used one of them gas station pills?
You mean the ones that give you a headache?
With the
Bigelow?
value pack,
Yes.
baby.
I have had that
Horny
headache
goat
before.
weed. They got.
Thing is, I took that bitch when I ain't need it. Nigga, I was 25.
You get a
or some
3-pack of
shit.
cone,
you
the
just
honey
trying
goat weed pill, and a bill. And you
Right.
right. That bitch going to work.
Man.
This gonna do the trick.
I don't know. I took that
It's a
bitch. I
combo.
had big gummy worm. I took that bitch one time. Like,
This shit don't work for me. It had a reverse effect on your shit. Nigga got the reverse go week.
on,
guy.
man.
That
that bitch wouldn't do.
This shit.
That bitch wouldn't do nothing.
nigga, get up, little fella.
up.
You that little
You
fella?
embarrassing us.
Fella here look like he dead.
Hey,
Fella here dead.
Hey, go put your hand on it. Touch it.
hey, what shit like that? La bigger though.
Hey,
They had a
what-
nigga with the abs on that shit.
What you do though? Just play with it.
Yeah, just touch
Play with it.
Hey,
You gotta
that brings me
squeeze.
to
You
that
gotta
question.
squeeze that boy at the base.
Is there
Just blow on it.
is there a right way to ask for head or a non-offensive way to ask for head?
At this age, yeah, but at that age, no. Then like just kiss.
Like at any age, is there any a way of asking for head? Is it offensive?
you gotta pull a head though. You got a guy there, bitch.
Try the travel choice program.
Come here, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Come here, let me tell you something right quick. Got that head, got that girl
Go
by
up to it. I ain't gonna even lie.
grab her by the ears, goddamn.
Because I don't want to be offensive. I just
come here, let me show you. Look at that girl.
I think it's so trash. I think said grab by the ear.
that nigga that a barbarian. God damn. Because I don't be wanting to be offensive. I just pull my shit up like, like,
You can you can hear, goddamn.
I think be in the middle of Folder Club.
Change the name to her, goddamn. The title, her, goddamn.
I think CJ. Fuck kind he don't want to be offensive, but he just
Dummy.
What kind of question is that?
no question.
How is that asking? I know he said how you ask. How is that asking?
That ain't asking. They're like, huh.
That's telling. That's more like telling.
I
That
nigga just
goddamn.
whip out,
That nigga
goddamn.
telling. Goddamn.
I nigga say,
So that's the best way you ask, Todd, is you tell him. Best way to ask is to tell. There you go.
You ever beat around the bush and they just ask you, nigga, what you want, some head or something?
Fucking right.
Yeah, bitch.
Yes.
I mean,
Why you didn't know what I wanted?
be like, nigga, hit it with that. I mean,
Why you get confident after they call you out. Like, yeah, nigga, you know what I wanted.
exactly. Goddamn. Nigga chest get big. Goddamn. Nigga drop his pants and still have a shirt on.
And I still be over there fucked up with that little bit of
that gummy.
wake up.
Got that gas station
up.
gummy. Goddamn.
That shit be the worst.
You ever try to stick that gummy in there though? Just let me put it in. It's gonna work. It just gotta get wet.
That bitch be coming out like you stuck. That shit come out like you stuck your hand in some dishwater. God. You be like, but that bitch flames it in the motherfucker.
That big ass.
Spit in their hand.
I think we better get out of here.
Music. Pooh Shiesty.
Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Oh my God, we got a couple.
We gotta done.
I don't know, but I'm finna go straight into it. So y'all got something else?
We got a
Chime
couple.
in.
Come on.
But you idiot who stormed the Capitol saying that it was a fraudulent vote.
Vote first.
It comes to find out that so far, at least 10 of the people who stormed the Capitol basically saying that they was kind of protecting the democracy and that there was a fraudulent vote. And they were saying that they cheated. Comes to find out that you stupid motherfuckers didn't even vote in this last election.
Y'all should get longer sentences.
Right.
Right.
Get them niggas an extra couple years.
Exactly. For being angry. You just was angry. Goddamn. That's all
My
that was.
God.
Like,
You didn't even have a voice in this argument.
you big dumb stupid motherfuckers, you goddamn
Dumb
they
son
stormed the
bitch.
Capitol talking about a fraudulent vote, saying that somebody didn't hurt you or did harm to you, and you ain't even vote.
Big
You the
stupid.
reason why he lost.
Big
you didn't
stupid.
vote, stupid
Right.
motherfucker.
Big stupid. You could have helped a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have.
Yeah.
But you helped. You helped us. Thank you. Thank you for not voting and for being stupid, and that's why you are the dumb
dummy
fuck.
Dummy
week.
of the fucking
Dummy.
Dumbass, stupid ass. Dummy. Did you had some? Or you said you had?
Nah,
dummy?
that
Some
trumps
bitch.
everything else.
Some bit. Trump.
so
That
you
trumps
got
everything.
plenty.
That is.
That's
That
fitting.
trumps everything.
That's
Right.
fitting. It's fitting. It trumps everything else.
Other than that, man,
Yeah.
any other news or information that we forgot to add on?
I don't have nothing except for
Super Bowl pick
Tom
one. Who you
Brady.
got?
We did it last week, but we
Brady.
said we were gonna have to do it again this week. So I'm going with Baby Goat. I'm going with
I saw something today that
I don't
made
like calling him
Patty.
Baby Goat either.
Right. Yeah, he is.
Because man,
He grown
I
man
remember
goat?
when Penny Hardaway was looking like the best thing smoking. I remember like Derrick Rose was looking like the best thing smoking. I remember who was the other big guards in the NBA that was when the big guards
Grant Hill and
Brandon Roy.
He was small forward,
yeah,
but
man.
A lot of them
Like
niggas
you
left.
always
Brandon Roy
like,
and,
you can't crown somebody that because like we talked about earlier at the top of the pod, man, injuries will take you the fuck away from you.
I don't
is he
know.
one more worthy of it than those guys?
I just don't like to call somebody something before they have a chance to do it. Like he's looking like he could be, but let's not give him that. Like let's relax, let it play out because
He got one
he
ring.
one fucking rotator cup away from goddamn
Being done, son.
being done. Yeah,
Brady.
nigga.
Yeah.
Remember Sterling Sharp?
Yeah, it is.
Sterling Sharp was
And
truly than Shannon at
neck
one
injury
point.
and goddamn.
Yeah, neck injury.
What
Get
the
you out
hell
of there.
he at? Shannon's still on the scene popping. I wonder what Sterling doing.
Sterling be chilling.
That nigga named
He was never Sterling was never as vocal as Shannon.
That's a weird ass name too. But he was like a commentator, analyst on like
I don't know, nigga
on
name
ESPN and Sports Center
Oh,
from
no.
commentating.
Right.
Nigga, I noticed my neck is still sitting there looking
My
at the
shit has
computer
stiff
all day.
neck.
goddamn.
Fuck y'all
I had to rotate my shit sitting at that desk all goddamn day.
I got my homeboys.
My homeboys, I'm going with the real GOAT. I want to see him be the GOAT and get 7, 6, however many it's gonna be.
It's gonna be real good.
That's gonna be
It's gonna
7,
real
right?
Good.
Yeah, it'll be 7. I want to see 7.
Man.
Nobody's ever done. Well, 6 is a record.
He
right?
got 6.
He got 6.
Him
right.
and
That's what
Jordan.
I'm saying. 6 is the record.
I need to look and make sure, but they say Bill Russell got 10. So.
That
He
nigga did that shit again. I need to look and be sure. Nigga looked all the way from the technology.
not in my phone.
That will make him be sure, goddamn. But it's all
I
good.
just feel like
Bill
we
Russell,
about to
that nigga just was hooping against some insurance salesmen and shit. He was
Billy.
killing their ass.
Well,
Billy from
that was basketball, but football.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
many-
football would be it.
Yeah, it's him, man.
Yeah, it's him. It's
It's
just
him.
him.
6.
He stands alone, I thought.
That's a lot of. Can you think about 6 fucking championships?
Oh, he
And now
stunts
he
when
on
he
the
puts
on
the
the
shit
on the
on, too.
brink of maybe getting 7. And in 6, he lost 2 of them. So didn't it?
Mm-hmm. He did.
That's 8 championship. That's 8.
Brady got 6. Charles Haley has 5, and Ted Hendricks has 4.
Brady up there.
So he already.
And not to put you on the spot, but that's 6 in how many years? I mean, how many has he played in? Because didn't they lose 2? They lost to the
lost
Giants and they lost to Seattle. So that's 6. He didn't play in.
This is his
Seattle
10th.
beat the
This is
Broncos.
10th. This is 10th Super Bowl. So he won 6.
Seattle beat the
And
Broncos.
he how many years in?
So
15?
is that 3?
16?
Huh?
16 seasons?
He 43. So he got. Let's say he got in there when he was 24. Niggas just 19, 20 seasons. Goddamn.
But that's still crazy to be in 10 Super Bowls in 19 seasons. That's crazy.
That's
as
crazy to
fuck.
be in 10 Super Bowls at all.
In one season that he didn't get in, he was hurt. So that's why I said let's not crown people goats, without injury. But any other information or news that we got to bring in?
That nigga went in 02, 03, 05, 15, 17, 18. Big gap.
Any other news,
That
information?
nigga done been in 9 Super Bowls.
Any other news and information?
No. No.
And on that note, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Shout out Kodak Black.
Be safe, man. See y'all next week.
Just the best there is. Just the best there is. Wake up and piss excellent.
Who Kodak?
No.
Dummy.